Hey everybody. Happy Thursday night. Trying to get the game to boot here. What's supposed to happen is there's going to be a bit of downloadable content, a very, very tiny update that lets me actually run the game that we've installed. And it's supposed to trigger about 2 minutes ago, and it hasn't just yet. So as a backup, if necessary, I can always better restart the Wii U and see if that fixes it. Anyone is super hyped to see some Xenoblade Chronicles X. Wants to check if anyone else is streaming the game right now and has currently actually made it in. That would be helpful. In the meantime, I'm going to keep trying to load it until I get it to work. Nope, not yet. I'm gonna keep sticking with it. It takes up a lot of space. It's like 16 gigs. This game is pretty huge. I'm gonna make sure I actually have it downloaded. Yeah, I do. Nope. Yeah, we're running on 4 minutes. Tell you guys what, I'll bring the stream down if we're at this for 6 more minutes and we can't get the game to start. I'm gonna check and see if anyone else is successfully streaming it right now. Pretty excited for the game though. Ah, confirmed, it's not just me. There's a guy with 3,000 viewers who's starting and restarting their Wii U right now, so we'll keep at it. A couple people in chat were like, oh, Nintendo's pretty slow with this. We'll see. If I were Nintendo, I would actually turn it on, I don't know, 10 minutes early. You shouldn't, TMG. They designed Xenoblade Chronicles, the first game, to be completely, isolated, I guess? That's what I'm looking for. It's not part of a series, it's like an anthology. Xenoblade Chronicles X is to Xenoblade Chronicles as Final Fantasy VI is to Final Fantasy V. You don't need to have played Final Fantasy V to know what's going on in Final Fantasy VI. I'm not gonna try that tune lock. Looks like it's not just me though. A couple other people in the same boat. Give it a shot though. Yeah, you shouldn't need to have played the first one. It's not like the Xenosaga games, where there actually is some kind of relationship between them. Hey, Andrea.
You don't have a game yet?
Not yet. Working on it.
Now, when you say working on it, you mean continuously hitting the refresh button.
That's correct.
Okay. There's actually nothing you can do.
You got it. That's working. That's
I suppose.
I'm pressing the button and not just like sobbing quietly over here in the corner. Less linear than the first. That's interesting. The first one was already more or less non-linear. We'll see. Fortunately we don't have tons and tons of people losing their shit like the poor person who's at the top of the list for this game right now. I just popped in their chat and like stream is all ruined. GG.
Oh no.
RIP.
Man, people turn quickly. Shit. Very harsh.
You guys will hang out with us here. Just sitting here pressing the confirm button every couple.
I posted a
10
fun
seconds or so.
astrophysics link earlier, but y'all were talking about how much paper it takes to stop a bullet, and I don't think anyone noticed.
I saw the link. Yahan mentioned it. He said that you post way too many cool links. He wants to read all of them, and it's the first world problem. He doesn't have time to get to all of them.
Very good. Well, it's cool because, like, so Right, there's that other thing that Chaos mentioned, where it's talking about like filaments of dark matter, but like here, like smaller ones here at Earth. Well, these are bigger filaments of dark matter around bigger things, but they actually saw them. Like, and anyway, and they So right, we have the cosmic microwave background radiation, which is like 300,000 years after the Big Bang, and at that time, using that information at that time, we can tell that the universe only contains like 5%. Only 5% of the universe is normal matter. But in this other measurement, they were looking at these filaments and they could decompose the dark matter and the non-dark matter piece, and they found that that was also about the same fraction.
Cool.
So, I mean, right, because maybe that fraction changes over time.
And it doesn't.
Doesn't seem to. Or at least it seems to be consistent with what the CMB is telling us.
Hi, Waddle Dee.
So that's cool. Independent checks are always...
We, like, just about everybody are trying to get into Xenoblade Chronicles. It's supposed to have been turned on about 8 minutes ago, and it's not there yet. So we'll keep at it for another 7 minutes or so. You can get a 15-minute stream of me trying to load Xenoblade Chronicles.
Woo!
Yeah, a bunch of people in this per person's chat going to bed, tired of this. Who cares? I've got what was it? Hit Me JP.
I bet you could write a random Twitch chat simulator that looks pretty close to what a large stream person's chat looks like.
Absolutely. Absolutely you could. You just have to watch enough regular chats. I guess the problem is you wouldn't get the reaction to what's actually happening on
Dude, that
screen.
person would get timed out so fast, spamming all the ninja things.
Not getting it till Saturday, Waddle Dee. Looks like if you tried to
Looks
pick
like
it up
he's not
tonight-
getting it till Saturday either.
Yeah. That's right. Maybe we'll play it some tomorrow, we'll see. Drag another minute or so. If I see this guy pop in, I'll let him do all the hard work. I've got this other guy's stream pulled up on my bottom screen. So if I see him pull in...
Shit, man, he's got 35 million views?
Yeah, it's a large number.
That's a large number.
Yeah, Spikey's already on track. That's actually significantly fewer Kappa spams than we're seeing in this other chat here.
Like, oh man, do I have to go over to my laptop, sign in, and time you out, Spiky?
No.
No. You're lucky
Spiky,
I'm
time you
lazy. Oh yeah.
Got that
Yeah, how does that work? Would we just have to battle each other to see who times out who first? Or
I think that it
if you're
turns
timed
that
out, can
I'm
you still
God.
time out someone else? Well, of course you're God.
Right.
Your stream.
Well, I think that I would supersede anything, but I think that you have the ability to time each other out.
Can I time someone out if I'm timed out?
Oh, I don't know.
Hi, Vortex.
If you ever wanted to test, now's the time.
Your name sounds like Vortex, and that's cool.
Persons, try going into the eShop.
Oh, clever. See, what's that Einstein quote that, like, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results?
Not applicable.
Well, I guess
here.
in this case, you might expect there to be different results.
Thank you for the follow-up. I assure you there's much more thrilling content on my channel when we're not trying to get into a Wii U game.
Where's the cat?
Yeah. That'd be a good time. The focus of my stream, I'm trying to beat every
Europe
awesome
has this game already, right?
Yes, I'm trying to beat every awesome game ever made live on Twitch.
Yeah, this is a big conspiracy against America.
I don't.
No,
I think
I'm-
it's just that Europe is that
Absolutely,
way.
just kidding. Yes, it makes sense temporally. Where we drew our international date line.
We're trying to beat every awesome game ever made live on Twitch.
Bye, Tex.
We're making some good progress in that regard. If you go to
Oh, yeah, you beat,
games.marsub.com, you can see the
Uncharted
current titles
today.
we're working through. Yep.
And so what game's going to be replacing Uncharted, or do you not know yet?
We're going to find out in about 3 hours. Whatever gets voted up on vote.marsa.com.
What's winning right now?
Phoenix Wright, the lawyer game.
Right on. Doodly 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 doo. Doodly 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 doo. So, one of my coworkers, he's this nice Italian man, and he has a little kid, a little daughter named Emma, who's very spirited, 3-year-old. And I guess at daycare, he came to pick her up, and Miss Angela was like, Italian man whose name I'm not going to say, I need to talk to you. Apparently, Emma didn't want to learn the letter H, how to write it, and threw a fit. And so Miss Angela's like, well, you're going to have to go sit in the corner for 10 minutes, and then we'll talk about it after you're, like, chilled out. And then when she came back, Emma was still angry and said, I'm mad at you, and when my daddy comes here to pick you up, he's going to punch you in the face. And Miss Angela just wanted him to know that his daughter had said that.
That's pretty intense.
And I guess he had to have a conversation with her and about how that's not a nice thing to say. And I guess they wrote a letter to Miss Angela. But it's one of those things where it's hilarious, right? At least I think it's funny, but you also like don't want to encourage that for a 3-year-old.
Like you secretly laugh, but then you tell the child no. So I'm gonna play some Mario Maker levels. I have somebody else's stream open on my bottom screen. I'm watching them try to get in over and over and over.
And once they get in,
I'll back out of Mario Maker, but that way it's something more interesting to watch. That's a really good question, Waddle Dee. It's supposed to come out at midnight. The way it works is that you can preload the game.
Shall I take to the Google?
Yeah, if you want to.
Right.
I don't think. I mean, let me know what you find out.
To Google. Because we live in the future.
Anyway, you preload the game, so you install the whole thing,
What's
and it
this
says
game called?
if you Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Thank you.
If you at launch at midnight Eastern time, so that's 14 minutes ago, they're supposed to make a little update available. You download the update, and then once you have the update installed, it lets you actually play the game. So it lets you preload the game without letting you play it before the release date. That's kind of what's going on, except that everyone who's playing it, you look on Twitch right now, are just on the screen spamming the button trying to get it to work.
Is this specifically for the United States release?
That's correct.
Thank you.
It's supposed to be
it's
about
East
14 minutes
Coast.
ago. Yes. You guys have a cool course ID for Mario Maker while we wait to get in here. Let me know.
Or you're just gonna pick one at random?
I can do that too. I could check the, let's go with the makers. Christopher, you're not in that big of a, you're not too far behind, it looks like, at the current rate. Like I said, I get away with playing some, Mario Maker levels while we wait. I'm just watching some other streamer with 2,000 viewers spam the Xenoblade Chronicles button, try to get it to work. We will play it though. I'll stay on for a while.
Thank you, Time JP.
Yep.
You're doing God's work, sir.
Yeah, go for it, Waddle Dee. Actually, we play Mario Maker courses on Wednesdays. I have a whole queue system set up so people can pop in and share their level. If you've got a course ID, just throw it in chat and I'll pop out and do it.
He'll also star it.
Yeah, absolutely. So Wednesday's like our free play day. I mean, normally I'm trying to do full playthroughs of games, but Wednesday's a day to play through games you can't beat in the conventional sense, like Mario Maker or Smash. And I think it's an appropriate game to play because you can talk about what makes good level design.
Okay, wasn't this Chomp that killed you again?
Let's pretend like it wasn't. Were you about to judge me for dying in the same? No, it wasn't the Chomp that killed me. It was the Saw Blade. This is another level that uses coins as conveyance. It was the Chomp that time.
There's a Chomp there. He can get up to
Yeah, yep. Appreciate the comments from the Peanut Gallery. Actually, I haven't done this one yet. This is a precise wall jumping level. There we go. There's the precision wall jumping that you've come to know and expect. Okay.
Alright, I'm not finding anything on Google, but I think it's because I'm not asking the right question.
Well, I think that it's been 14 minutes. I don't know if there's anything you could find out this quickly. Yeah.
Dude, it's the future.
It is the future.
Hi,
I submit that.
Grenadine Man.
Go with great speed!
Oh, wait. Oh. What is he? Dude, this guy, he's just hitting refresh and he got a subscriber.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching over here.
Nice.
So I'm getting to cheat. Yes, my stream says Xenoblade Chronicles X. So why am I playing Mario Maker? Well,
Xenoblade Chronicles is a lie.
But the game is not available yet. Rather than have you guys watch me spam the Xenoblade button for an hour, I have another streamer up who's doing that. Crap.
Alright, apparently the subreddit has a bunch of people with the same issue, and none of them have been able to go through.
No one's gotten it. Okay, well that's good to know.
According to
Not just me
Crawdaddy.
and,
Thanks, Crawdaddy.
JP King. So if you'd like to share some Mario Maker levels while we wait on Xenoblade Chronicles to work,
Or
you're
not work.
welcome to do that.
See,
Good
they're
for that
just
start,
trying to
yeah.
figure out who the real fans are.
Right? Streams lag. Oh, bummer.
Oh,
Let
and
me
just type
mention that in
yes.
chat 1 second. Yeah, go ahead. Share your course ID.
Ooh, lag.
Look just like it's my stream. YouTube seems to be fine.
Hey,
Oh,
Christopher.
interesting. I wonder what the dealio is.
It's a conspiracy. Oh,
Hmm.
nice.
I wonder if it's an issue with the channel in general.
Just the Twitch. You can also try Hitbox.
Yeah. That's weird.
You're weird.
Well, you know, I normally don't stream. This is like prime time for a lot of people on Twitch, so
Ah,
maybe it's really good that as a non-partnered streamer I stream when I do. Otherwise I'd invite more buffering than I would like.
ding dong. Who's there? Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, because YouTube has a bit more lag than Twitch, but...
Oh yeah?
Well, no, I guess... No, wait. Now, when I say lag, I just mean, like, the time between when we talk and they see us talking
Is that really
greater.
true? I didn't know that. I thought it was actually less.
I thought it was a little more on YouTube.
I believe you.
I could be completely making that up.
Chunk. Oh, wait. Think somebody got in? Oh no, they're watching a trailer.
Oh, that's clever.
That is clever. Kind of looks, they're watching a YouTube video on Twitch.
Yo, dog.
Heard you liked. YouTube's fine? Cool. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, multi-streaming. For the win.
I guess the problem is most people won't know that I'm multi-streaming and won't find out until they've already given up on being able
That's
to watch,
true.
right?
It could scroll down and read. Well,
That's true.
wait, and you have your little thingy in the bottom left there.
Right. Mostly it's a benefit for people who already follow the stream
That's true.
and have heard about it before.
Whoa, why do you have like hula dancers around you?
This is an official Nintendo level, man. I have no idea. I can't begin to answer it. Oh, it's an underwater level. Interesting. I'm surprised this is a level.
I'm surprised you're a level.
And I'm surprised that this level doesn't use, give it a star. This level doesn't use, checkpoints anywhere, because it came out around the same time as checkpoints. I did, yeah, I've got the whole thing uploaded. It's all ready to go. Yeah, I'll go back and try to hit it again. The person I'm watching is watching trailers now instead of actually playing the game. Because I could also do, like, Xenoblade, like the original Xenoblade Chronicles on my 3DS. Alright, Waddle. Sounds good. Yeah, I'll do it here in a second.
Woohoo! Bonus
luck.
Mario Maker.
Was it in the subreddit?
Yeah.
Anything useful?
Patience,
Is it
someone's saying, I don't know what MH4U is.
Monster Hunter 4U.
Apparently that took until 9:30 the next morning.
Holy shit! Well, they shouldn't say
According
it's a
to this
midnight
one
release.
random person on
Yeah,
Reddit,
sure.
like, I put that out there as
Mhm.
not a hard
Yep.
fact.
I'm with you.
Okay. Yeah, lots of, the fuck's going on? I already bought it. I just want to play it. No dice.
Hey, Yahan. Welcome
Oh, man.
to
Good morning.
the most riveting
We're watching another
Stream
guy hit
content.
refresh over and over again.
I'm
so
not really
we
feeling
can
it.
assure you that. Oh, you're just-
I need to sit here and I need to really feel it. I need to really feel it.
yeah, he
harder.
just looked at the opening screen and was like, no.
No, I can't do
Yeah,
this. No, we're watching another streamer on my other screen who's trying to load. Can I do? Okay, I have to use the pad. 25 Charlie 9. Hey, Kami.
We're gonna play a
48.
course from
Waddle Dee.
Waddle Dee.
Yeah, Foxtrot 6. Let's do it. Thank you for sharing. Get YouTube working okay? Use your platforming skills. I plan to do this. I'll use what skills I have.
Use
Witcher
your
3 1?
Oh, you love platforming.
See, I should watch the screen. That screen. That's the screen
Whatever
that
you
doesn't
need
have
to
four
do
frames
to
of
like
input.
not have the Goombas kill you.
Uh-huh.
That was perfect.
Yeah, see. And it helped. That's all I had to do.
Hey, it's a shoe.
Goomba's Karibo stiletto. Jump! Jump! Jump!
Nope. Some precision platforming.
A nice straightforward level. Alright. Luigi, number 1. Waddle Dee, I like your level. It's straightforward, and you have only and exactly what you need to get your idea across, which is jump on the things and go from
And it
platform
gets
to
a little bit
platform.
progressively harder.
You've got
Like,
the
alright.
ghosts chasing you, which is a cool mechanic.
Okay, you jumped on those
So there's
things, now
kind of
jump on
a-
these things that are a little bit harder to jump on.
There's a time component with the ghosts following you. I
Screw you,
like that.
Bowser.
A lot of players go, or a lot of level designers go way overboard in their design here. I also like that you've made it so that there's room for error in most of these jumps and these challenges that you've set up. You don't have it so that you have to do everything perfectly on the first
There you
go.
go. Nice.
GG, very nice.
GG. Thank you, Enemy Native.
So did you watch the gaming awards, Kami? I thought that wasn't your jam. Oh, he's watching the trailer for Xenoblade Chronicles again. I have this trailer playing, or I have this other streamer that's trying to get Xenoblade to work, so I can see when it actually becomes available. And he keeps hitting the button, and then occasionally goes and watch a trailer again. Happy midnight 30. The game is about
So,
25 minutes
something
late
on the
at the moment.
subreddit thread says Nintendo announces Xenoblade Chronicles delayed until 2016, but I don't believe that if it's going in Europe already.
No, that's a joke.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
thought.
a joke.
Alright.
It's in Japan as well. There's no reason why I wouldn't be there. Was there actually any Smash? If you're in chat and you have a Mario Maker course ID, you can share it. We're just gonna keep playing Mario Maker levels until Xenoblade Chronicles starts working, or until, let's say, 10 o'clock. If we make it for another 35 minutes and Xenoblade still isn't working, we'll move on with our lives.
Word.
Maybe we'll try it again tomorrow. That's actually originally what I thought it was gonna be. Tomorrow night. Looks like a sweet game though. I want to play it. Can we do these event courses? Is the PAX level in here yet? Ah, PAX West Omegathon final round. All right.
That's a lot of words.
Oh, that's awesome, Spiky. So we saw this level. This is where everyone was in the theater cheering for each other. Hi, Kaihan. Good morning. Say hi to Kaihan.
Hi, Kaihan. How are you?
Oh, Kaihan has seen Andrea before. Yeah, so this is the PAX level. This is supposed to be the
I think you need
Space
to go
Needle in
down.
Seattle.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Try to point out all the little
Oh,
things
you
that
lost the
haven't
P
had.
block. Okay, oh, but they
okay.
give you another one.
So the
That's-
guys who were playing this game during the Omegathon, there were two guys going up against each other. There was a theater full of people, and the guy just didn't know how Mario worked. And he was saying, "Oh, I'm a PC gamer. Like I'm not used to console games." And they're like, "Dude, oh my God, figure out the mechanics." He kept getting the P block, and then he'd jump on it, and then he wouldn't move through the coins.
Oh.
So, like, you're gonna get stuck, you son of a bitch. All right, these are supposed to be the cars. This is the traffic at PAX. Cool, Waddle Dee. We'll do that one next. Let me see if I can finish this one real quick.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah, they intended to make the level really, really hard. I guess the plan was they wanted to make it really hard, and then if if they didn't beat it long enough, they were eventually going to let them go into the level creator and
nice
remove
guy.
one thing.
Gives you coins.
Pax?
Pax is in a creepy basement?
Welcome to Pax.
Pax is like a 90s discotheque.
The event list is supposed to be, talking about the event list that I'm in right now, it's supposed to be like when they do special levels for things like PAX. So this is where the entire audience was chanting fly, 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 because they got this, like, the first guy who did it was the guy who had never played Mario before, so he didn't know what to do. And he thought to get up here, he just had to spin jump this thing. So he spin jumps and it worked. It was just lucky. He got it on the first try. So the other guy was like, he couldn't get his mind out of thinking that's what you had to do to spin jump up there. So when he finally got here, everyone was like, fly, fly, fly. And they're like, okay, fine. So he goes, fly. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. That's a lot easier than the spin jump nonsense I was trying before. I got a Yoshi. I got a Yoshi.
You're just gonna murder him.
So the next thing that I'm glad that the person running the show pointed this out because I had no idea. Yoshi can eat the fireballs and then spit them out.
That is very useful.
Yeah.
Screw you, Magic Koopas, or whatever their name is.
Oh, the list of the Japanese halberd? I think those are the Nintendo created levels, I believe. That's right. Yoshi can walk on Womps. Don't think he can walk on those things, though. So this level doesn't seem that bad, but imagine trying to do this with an audience full of people watching you, right?
Thanks, Skyhawk!
I appreciate that, Skyhawk. Still don't see... The guy just made a shortcut on his desktop called Please Nintendo. We do intend to play Xenoblade Chronicles tonight. Okay, this is the PC gaming area from PAX. So the Goombas are all using PCs.
Yeah, they're all in their own little PC.
This guy Corvus.
Cubicle.
There's another one where everyone had to tell him you have to just drop because the guy was like trying to climb down this thing. It's like, no, that thing's
gravity's faster than you.
Yeah. They failed at this. They both failed at this jump like 6 times. Like the audience is booing. No. Oh God. And then I did too because it's less trivial than it's a jump. Yeah. I'm sorry, dudes at PAX. I wasn't the one of the ones booing at you, but you deserve better. I think what one of the guys learned was that you could just kind of use.
Exactly.
You could use temporary invincibility to get through that section.
Yeah, hey Serp, so they haven't released the You Can Play It update.
Yeah, they're supposed to release it about 30 minutes ago.
We're watching this other streamer just hit refresh over and over again, so he's doing it right now, checking for software updates, and nothing,
yeah, so... There's another streamer who has about 2,000 viewers who are watching him...
Hit the refresh
almost 3,000
button.
viewers now, yeah. Refresh repeatedly trying to get this thing to work. This actually happened to those guys a couple times where they got Yoshi stuck at the top.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, this isn't so great. Once that happens, you're in trouble. And a lot of people are like, just let him go. You don't need Yoshi. Yeah, that's not happening.
You just killed poor Yoshi.
He's still trying to get in. And once again, no success.
Nope.
So we're playing the PAX level. This was the level they did for the Omegathon, the final round of PAX Prime.
Although, did you play Waddle Dee's hardest level?
I'm gonna try to after we finish this one.
Okay,
beat it
very
for
good.
sure. It's really not that bad.
Well, make sure you saw it.
Ding, 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 ding.
What the hell did I miss? What am I missing?
Oh, hey, Spikey's confirming that thing on Reddit, that MH4U was delayed as well.
It wasn't on the shop until you could actually play it. It didn't have it. That's interesting. Yeah, somebody mentioned that in the subreddit, like Andrew was saying. Keep going.
Nope, this is your opener. You know, just getting you warmed up.
Oh, there's a POW block back there? No shit. Yeah, so what's going on is if you watch any of the other streamers trying to play Xenoblade at the moment, they are getting an error message because the game was supposed to be turned on about 28 minutes ago and it's just not working. So rather than, give you guys the riveting experience of watching me hit refresh repeatedly on the Wii U dashboard, you get to at least watch some Mario Maker. and I'm letting this other streamer do the hard work. I'm like, got them pulled up on my bottom screen as they repeatedly hit confirm, confirm, confirm. I assure you, as soon as Xenoblade's available, I'll start it up. We'll do it. It'll be fun times. Right. First try. Oh, right, the Space Needle POW block. I remember that now. You can kind of use that to make your life a little bit easier. Don't think I'm going to be able to bring Yoshi the rest of the way through here. No.
You're just gonna leave him with the PC gamers?
Yeah. They'll
take good care of him.
Yeah, for sure.
They won't murder him. Alright, don't screw up this jump again.
Do we want to go
Can you
from
just
the
go to the left
Yeah,
or
I
no?
don't think
Nice,
so.
there you go.
Yeah, this is the tabletop gaming.
Oh, you guys just like trying to play some, you know, Settlers of Catan and
Yeah.
you just go and jump on their head.
Not just you, Tamara. Right, so there are 4 doors here. This is the Benaroya Hall, which is where the event was. And what was supposed to happen was that 3 of the doors are fake and they lead nowhere. So they were expecting that everyone would pick the wrong doors repeatedly, but whoever did it the first time picked the correct door on their first try.
Nice.
So it was kind of a
Hey,
bummer.
that's-
We didn't get to see all the craziness. Okay, I'm about to beat this level. This is the end here.
Get it, kitty!
You can just make it to this part. You should be good to go. Actually, the other guy, the guy who was good at Mario, got here first. Basically, he taught the other guy, the guy who was bad at Mario, how to beat the level. By getting here first, showing him, like, this is what you need to do to get through it. And then he died here, not knowing that there were infinite fire flowers available to him.
Oh no!
So the guy who was bad at Mario ended up beating it after that. It was pretty exciting to watch, though. I mean, it was cool seeing them go back and forth. Seeing the guys slowly learn how to play Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Sounds like it was a cooperative.
This is still losable, I think, though. I mean, yeah, there's infinite fire flowers. The guy who died didn't realize that there's a special mechanic in Mario Maker where those big Bowsers, you can't just run through them,
Ah,
right?
right. You can't
So,
just
like,
take the hit
they
and go.
block you.
Yeah, that's how I used to do it.
If you're just joining us, I do intend to play Xenoblade Chronicles X if it becomes available in the next 26 minutes or so. It was supposed to have gone live about 35 minutes ago.
We're watching another guy refresh it.
Yeah, there's another streamer who's just refreshing it repeatedly, trying to get it to work. So if he gets it to work, I'll stop doing Mario Maker. I think you guys might have some more fun watching me play
Oh, you
Mario
wanna
Maker, though.
go
I'm
up and
looking it
get-
up. Yes, I'm on it. A little bit more fun watching me
5,
play Mario
6,
Maker.
bravo, bravo.
Than spam that button. I do play viewer levels. Do you have one in mind, Tamara?
Yeah, go ahead.
My plan was it was going to depend on how many people were playing it. The fact that there's another streamer with 3,000 viewers willing to watch him like spam the screen to open it makes me suspect that I won't have too many walk-ins, you know. So I was thinking maybe for a few hours or so until midnight Pacific, so another 2.5 hours. But if it never comes up, you know, there'll be that. Let's see.
I don't want to go to work.
I don't mind. I'll take whatever level you got, Tamara. Do it. The
000.
000 Alpha 2
25, bravo, Barrett.
Foxtrot.
Foxtrot.
Oh man, yeah, I bet Kaihan likes this game. This game is awesome. I'm a big fan. Who infiltrated my castle? Let's find out. Family game of the year. This game is
Aw.
awesome. I'm so excited to play this with my own kids one day. Like this and Minecraft and
Universe Sandbox.
Universe Sandbox.
Human
and
Resource Machine.
Human Resource Machine.
All right. Who's that?
That's Ganondorf.
That's Ganon? Really?
Yeah, it's Ganondorf.
I guess I can kind of see
That was
it.
the Ganon sound effect.
He looks like.
Oh god, that thing moved way faster than I thought it was.
He looks like Magneto.
Ah, bummer, Serp. And he's got the same death sound effect. Magneto.
Cerebro.
Try to not have that happen next time.
All right, that thing's really fast.
Thank you.
Yep, no
Good
problem.
looking out.
Yep, just trying to help you out. Nice, good timing.
Ah!
Nice. You were ready for that. Oh, if for some reason there's any kind of stream
Oh, God.
laggy issues, you can try on YouTube.
Jiminy Christmas.
You got this.
This is pretty rough.
You got this. Was
Believe
there a
me.
shoe you should have gotten?
That works, sir. We got one. No, I think I just have to... I mean, if I have the power of Ganondorf, I can just brute force my way through that.
Well, and don't
I don't
lose your
screw this part
Ganondorf
up.
power.
Yeah, thank you. Always with the helpful feedback. My lovely wife, Andrea.
That's gonna be really fast.
Yep, see? Helpful feedback.
Oh, yeah, I think, oh, man.
Shoot.
Yeah, hon, that's
Darn it.
awesome. I'm glad you like the Scale Universe thing. The kid who made it is a student at Stanford, and he was actually,
That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works.
came to my lecture because I emailed him to ask for permission to use it. So I met him, and he was very happy to see his thing being used, so
Oh,
I'm
crap.
sure he's also very happy to get some
Just
publicity.
restart if we lose it. I think we really need it.
Because it's super fun, and there's so much detail, and in my lecture, I just fly through it, but going through and looking at all the different little things, that's super fun. Put a lot of work in that.
Oh, awesome, Serp. Yeah, Andrea should see that. I think she'll like that level.
What level?
Serp is a really good Mario Maker level designer. Really good. Saying, like,
Right on, that's high praise, coming from
professional
a...
level. Let's just go. Oh, dang it, Bobby. I go
You thought
too
you
much.
could just go over
We'll
the
get
top?
this one more try, then we'll try Serp's level.
That's good that you didn't let him just go over the top there.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what happened. Is I tried going over the top.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
he tried to
you're
cheat.
Getting feedback to Waddle Dee. I see. I get it. I see how it is. Spousal support.
Good job,
network.
good job, good job. You're learning that
No,
jump.
Serp is amazing.
Alright, you gotta wait a little bit, wait a little bit.
I would say if there's like 2 million Mario Maker levels now, maybe more.
Dude, you should go back and watch Marsted's early stream. I bet
Yeah.
it's funny. That's good, giving you another Ganondorf in case you'd lost it.
Yep. I'm a big fan of letting players restock on their upgrades. I should have expected that. Why would all those pipes be there otherwise? Okay, awesome, Tamara. Let's do Serps and then we'll do Tamara's.
Yeah, so typically he'll play a course for maybe 5 minutes, and if he doesn't beat it, he'll move on to another one.
Just
so
in the
that,
interest of time,
Yeah, so
yeah.
that we can get some more courses highlighted.
But if you ever want to tune in specifically for sharing your Mario Maker levels, the time to do that is Wednesdays. You can try to put your level in the queue even before stream starts. I try to open it pretty early. And, I can play it. You can watch it on YouTube after the fact if you want. Excuse me. The streamer with the now 3,000 viewers
yeah?
just about still hasn't gotten in.
Yeah, it's still not working for this other guy.
No.
Serpent. In the Hall of the Goomba King.
People are saying it doesn't go live until 1 a.m. Eastern because of daylight
Are you a Goomba?
savings. I am a Goomba.
Oh, that's adorable!
This level's awesome. This level's so cool. Alright, see you, Waddle-Dee.
Goomba, 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 Goo, Goomba, Goo. I love the way he climbs! Oh, that's adorable. Oh, good God, what's that?
Jump.
It's like a jungle. Aw.
But
That's alright.
Serp is clever. He knows that the theme of his level is that you are a Goomba.
Yep.
So after each discrete challenge, he restocks you with Mystery Mushroom. Down we go. Alright, so this is so clever. Are you ready?
Yep.
Like, we can't go down, we can't go up, right?
Yep.
But we can go in that door, so let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a place I can get my mushroom back.
Goomba.
Respawns forever if I want it. It's cool. He's got. It's still a Goomba that you're dealing with, but it's a Goomba that's like walking with a cannon on his back. It stays in theme. Whew.
Yeah, I remember starting to learn how to play that on the piano, but like it gets into lots of...
You can do like the first few notes, then you're like,
Well, no,
okay.
it gets in, because like my hands don't stretch that far. I have kind of small hands, so like I can barely do an octave.
Do you see this here?
And so if I have to do that too much, it hurts.
What do you think I should do here based on the elements of the screen?
Well, go up. Yeah. Go down.
So both the coins and the arrow act as conveyance.
Right, that you there. Oh, and that gives you the blocks.
Yes, correct.
'Cause-
Which we're gonna need in a second. Let's see
All
why.
right. Very good, very good. I understand.
And then he put the Goomba in the wall there to make it seem like the Goomba is shooting the cannonball. So it's not just random cannonballs. The theme of the level is that these are Goombas.
He's defending the Goomba King.
Ah, bummer. Nuts.
Oh, right on, Kaihon.
That's awesome, Kaihon.
Oh.
You can do it.
Totally can. There's other cool science out there too, so if you end up not liking astrophysics, but you like lasers or cells or whatever instead, go for it.
Alright, so let's not let
Plenty of cool
Hubris get
questions
the best of us this time.
to answer.
Have you heard the conveyance sound effect?
No.
Someone do exclamation point conveyance.
There you go.
This level is really, really good. You should check out Serp's profile if you can. If you like really, really well done Mario Maker levels.
I like this one with the giant cannon.
Yeah, right?
It's like,
yeah, it keeps it in theme.
That's pretty good conveyance. Conveyance means show, don't tell.
But I have to say that, so...
I like that you just record multiple U's. Sounds like there's a lot of people.
You got it.
It's really just you. That's... No, that's not conveyance. There's another one over there on the right.
Well, that's conveyance there. Coins and arrows. Probably get away with shoot, dang it, darn, and gosh gee golly. The other streamer at 2,900 viewers now, still just spamming the start button. So the theory that maybe it's just delayed by an hour because of daylight savings, maybe that's right. Who knows? That would be a silly crap. I wonder how this level would work with, I guess you could put a checkpoint in the main area. It wouldn't save you a lot of time, though. Which is like, I'm trying to get back to that part where I keep dying. I almost fell again. It almost happened. Hey, welcome back, Waddle Dee. What kind of cereal are you eating?
Cereal is delicious.
You want some cereal? Are you getting some cereal?
Nah, I'm getting some.
I gotcha. Oh, that's very reasonable. I didn't consider that. Serp. Yeah, let's just do it that way. This is dangerous in both directions. I did this mostly on the first go, when I did it on stream, but... Performance anxiety now. Ah, here we go. Yeah, that makes sense. It's actually much easier that way. I think that's how I did it.
Developer hints.
That I can go from the right to the left. It's easier to progress that way. No! Are you serious, Tamara? Go to Walmart.
The guy going to Walmart is going to be able to play the game before you.
Oh yeah, I wonder if there's anyone who's playing it, like actually able to play it because they picked up a hard copy of the game from Walmart. Hey Christian, you're wondering why am I playing Mario Maker and not Xenoblade? It's because it's not available yet. It's supposed to be, about 45 minutes ago, but Nintendo hasn't set it up yet. So rather than watch me spam the update button until it works, I'm watching.
We're watching someone else do that.
Yep, and you get to enjoy some Mario Maker fun. Get to see me die in the same section of this level over and over. Oh, there is a checkpoint in this room, isn't there? I just have to unlock it later. Okay, cool. Do you have to beat it without checkpoints? Like, do you just have to go through it really, really fast, I guess? We're gonna be doing Tamara's level after this one. It's okay, we can get that back. Just a little airborne, it's still good, it's still good. You might still be wondering, Andrea, are you wondering why I need to get those invisible blocks?
Yes, I'm still wondering that.
Can you
Hi,
guess?
Ben. You need something to, like, walk across it?
Close. Hi, Ben. Ben, you're standing exactly in front.
Come here, little guy.
5 minutes if you rush, wow. That's crazy. Yeah, imagine most players...
Yeah, so some streamers are playing the Xenoblade Chronicle X because Europe has it now, and Japan has it now, but
Right.
North America is still waiting.
Yeah, I don't think there's any North
And
American
unfortunately,
players
we're
that
North
got that.
American.
Right. Okay, watch this. You ready?
Ben.
Chunk.
Nice.
See? Isn't that
Yeah.
clever? And then look, there's the skulls down there as conveyance to tell you not to fall in the pit. That's not a you follow him down into the pit kind of pit, like some pits are. That's a that will kill you kind of pit.
Yeah, this is Ben.
Now we can
He's so soft and
get a
furry.
Karibo shoe. Is the purpose of coming up here.
He's
And
also
now
very
got
curious.
The Karibo shoe. Guess what we can do?
Step on those things you couldn't step on before.
Yeah, look at that. Fancy, huh?
Someone who's in North America is playing now?
Oh, really? I wonder if they have a physical copy. If they drove to Walmart.
Yeah,
And
this other guy's
ordered it.
still checking for updates.
Yeah, this is the guy that has the most viewers for Xenoblade right now. Is just checking for updates right now.
Oh, this other guy's actually playing it. It'll probably become the...
Yeah, right? Well, it
Top
depends how many
streamer.
people are watching him try to start it, like, because they're existing loyal viewers.
You can always go try refreshing it again after.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to I'm gonna try to do Tamara's level real quick, just because I think I'll be able to knock it out a little bit faster, and then I'll come back to this one. But I would like to beat it. It's really cool. There's Tamara's course ID. But yeah, I love how there's, like, you go into a central room and then you see the way to get to different areas. It's just really, really well done. 9823 000 006 Echo 1 Foxtrot 7 Bravo. Right, Ganymede? He's just got like...
Gotta go look for the old lady in the
tape a
back
loop.
moving her purse. Because she didn't follow instructions. The instructions were to just look ahead and don't move. For like 45 seconds. How hard is that? But no. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah, the skulls above the pit thing is really, really cool. Oh man, Waluigi. Give you your star. Chamberlain Hills Haunt. Serp also does, uses like tracks. Oh, that's cool. Oh, you see it? You get it?
What?
It's like a bell tower, so she put a
Oh.
little bell sound effect when I jumped in there. That's
Nice.
awesome.
Mwah.
Serp will like put tracks on a pipe and then put whatever's in the pipe on the track so that you know what's in the pipe before you get close enough to it to get it to pop out what it has. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's try this one.
Trying to help
again
it play
with those
out.
Ghosts. Well, yeah, well, your natural inclination is to follow. Okay, it's not that kind of cloud. Doing a box is cool too. Yeah, I think that's actually pretty necessary. I almost think that every designer should try to do that if their level requires something that comes out of a pipe. Later, Waddle Dee. Sorry we couldn't play it, at least not so far. I'll try it again in another 10 minutes, see if it's live. I'm also still watching this other
no.
streamer,
I got the hiccups.
who's occasionally backing out and like watching YouTube videos of the trailer for the game. Those Miiverse comments, they're not displaying. Oh, I think I have to be a certain distance from them. They auto collapse when I'm too far away. This is a cool design for a level Tamara too. I like that you went with the ghost house as well. I think that fits. Ah, crud! I need to get another Waluigi. Womp.
Oh, little crosses.
Yeah.
Like a church.
Fits. No shenanigans. The Pac-Mans. Keep going. No. All right. I was about to say, I'm glad that you're restocking this. This reminds me of Castlevania.
I can hear
This
that.
level. Castlevania.
Oh!
Bummer. I
Womp
thought maybe
womp.
I would make that. I was incorrect. I'm gonna do it the safe way this time. I think you have lots of little subsections. You use the sub area really well, I think. Here lies Mario. Ah, cool. And then you've hidden the bottom of the stage. That was a really cool level. Thanks for sharing that, Tamara. Enjoyed it. Yeah, we're gonna try to beat Serp's level.
Oh, you want to do a refresh really quick, just to make sure?
Yeah, sure. What, that the guy we're watching doesn't just have like a spy movie?
Yes.
He didn't like tape
Now that the idea's in my head,
photograph?
you can't get it out of my
Can't
head.
shake it?
Nope.
You can't shake him. I don't know, Spiky. Do I have some bizarre...
Pretty sure he just
magical-
recorded himself saying it many times
What?
over and over again.
No. No. That would be cheating.
Wait, that's Mario Maker. He wanted to do Xenoblade.
I did it already and it said no.
Oh, I was not paying attention.
I know. It was fast. You see where it says this title cannot be launched because it's not yet been released?
Well, now we know for sure.
Worth checking.
Alright, well, I think I'm gonna go to bed too.
Okay.
I gotta get up and go to work tomorrow.
Good night, lovely.
I got 8
I
a.m.
love you. Sleep well.
weekly analysis meeting.
I might be joining you in about 10 minutes if
Doing the
Xenoblade's
walkthrough about
not
the
around.
paper about extended gamma ray mission for Fornax A.
Fornax?
Yes.
That's the name of the, like, alien porn magazine in Mass Effect.
Well, it's named after a galaxy cluster. Or I think, or a radio galaxy. Or a constellation. I don't know.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to beat it without doing that anyway. I can do that for sure, sir.
Speed.
Yeah, thanks for joining me, Tamara. If you're ever around when we play Mario Maker on Wednesdays, love to get your level in the course ID. I try to get it displayed on the screen and everything, so people who are tuning in and want to check out the level 2 will and give you necessary stars. Oh, for sure, yeah, that would be lots of fun. Absolutely. If you're not able to tune in on Wednesday when I do Mario Maker normally, I'll try to start remembering to open up the queue for it really early. Like, we'll do it the night before. So you can throw your course ID in there, and then I'll play it. And if you can't tune in, you can at least watch me play through it on YouTube after the fact. I want to do played courses. It should be 54 minutes ago, Christian, until Xenoblade. Their document says that it's supposed to launch at midnight Eastern time, which is about an hour ago. Some people on the subreddit are theorizing, oh, maybe it's like correcting for daylight savings time or something, like Nintendo forgot about that, and it will become available in about 6 minutes. So I'll check it again in about 6 minutes. We'll give one more shot at Serp's level. Oh, cool, Christian. Try your course ID too. You don't get Xenoblade up. Move through this. All haste. Remember that there's a hole there, I can't just jump. Jump. Could do it in the editor. I'd feel bad. It's cheating. Do you share this one frequently with Mario Maker streamers, sir? Okay. Curious who all has beaten it. Jump. Okay. Off you go. I like how these are tricky little platforming sequences, but they're not incredibly demanding, like, very, very doable. You give them room for error. Cool. That's the way to do it. I guess anyone who's just waiting for completely organic starring or exposure to the level doing it wrong, you know? Seems like something that's going to be a thing on Twitch for a long time, too, like... Level creators have an interest in sharing their levels and seeing them played and tested live. Oh, right. Like, what the hell? Oh, right. There's the whole reason I did all that shit, isn't there? There we go. Go. Cool. Are you seriously, Christopher? So do we actually have, like, live video of them while they're going to Walmart? That's amazing. You should post the link. Go for it. That's hilarious. Sure. Alright, let's try not to hose this up this time, yeah. Alright, we're doing better. This is more like our first attempt. Phew! Tricky, but not impossible. That was a fireball, yes. For now. That's the indicator there. I don't think so. If I jump high enough above it, I don't think that'll make it spawn. No, okay. I think I can do it. Shoot. It's okay. We get another one. Fine. I think still good. Still good. Gotta get it to jump down here, though, I think. Oh, maybe not. We're okay. Got it. Cool. Lost our Karibo shoe in the process. Still made it across. And there's the... If I can get myself killed here. Get some time back. Right, Christopher? The whole thing's just delayed. I'm watching the guy spam it now. It's about a minute until it should be up. Watch with Serp's luck, like, by the time I'm almost done with his level, he'll finally get in. Really cool way to establish, force the person to understand how the flying shoe works, right? Putting them in a situation where they have no choice but to like jump and then holding the jump button. What I can get to now, it's this one here. You see how the level just has you progress in different directions as you go? It's really, really clever. Shoot. This is another cool way where you have what's essentially a checkpoint below the screen here. Where if you fall, you don't just die, you just have to run back and try it again from the beginning. I really like that little platforming segment there. Okay, try to not repeat the mistake I made last time. Go ahead and use the... crud. Ah, bummer. Bummer of bummers. It's okay. Well, actually we might be hosed because I think that the platform is still running. You can go ahead and try it once, why not? Worth a shot. You can try doing it the hard way with just bouncing. Infinite bounce. Oh, the platform comes back. I had no idea that it worked that way. Shoot. Did exactly the same thing, didn't I? Yeah, I think that there's a nice... This level would work really great if we had the ability to do like a world where you could upload multiple levels in sequence so that when you beat one you move to the next one. Then you could have checkpoints inside each of those. But I think that the idea works best with all of these different challenges in it, rather than shortening it too much or breaking it up into separate levels with no way for you to separate them. Ah! Bummer. Whoa, what was going on at the bottom of the screen there? You guys hear that sound effect? The top streamer has today's uptime with a countdown. Let's try that again. Go. There we go. Don't think you can get... I was just trying to corner cases where you could force yourself to get stuck in this level. Don't think there are any. Let's go this way. Not this anymore. Like coins. Conveying the intended travel path here. Oh god, there we go. Just really good. Get another shoe. Ride this guy. Ride this guy. Don't need to be all bouncing all the time. I think those saw blades were in a different phase last time we tried this. Hey, if you're just joining us, if you haven't checked anybody else who's streaming Xenoblade right now, they're trying to stream Xenoblade unsuccessfully. Nintendo actually hasn't made it available yet, it seems. It's supposed to have been available about an hour and 3 minutes ago. No luck yet. So while we're waiting, I'm watching somebody else try to get in on Twitch. If I see them get in, we'll pop out of Mario Maker. I figure you guys would have more fun watching Mario Maker, though, than me trying to get into the game 100 times on repeat. Okay. Now we just got in like 20 minutes, what took us a couple minutes to do originally. I think we have to do that from a different vantage point. There we go. Isn't that cool? And he ensures that you understand the crunch mechanic before it becomes hard to do so. Oh shit. I think we're okay. I think he prepared for that eventuality, that we would kill the one muncher. Don't think that's GG. We can still get in through here. Oh, but we need to have it with us to break that, don't we? Okay, well... yeah. That's okay. It's not the end. Death is not the end. Though I might need to reset the room. Let's do that real quick. Ah, that's what those doors are for. Sure. Yeah, I guess there's no other way for you to do that. Right. I avoided doing that last time. Saw ahead. Oh, shoot! Looks like it's going. But we'll only rise again, harder and stronger. Yeah, I see the update download going now. This thing. Poor Serp. That's like actually maybe within a minute or so of getting to the part that I didn't get through last time. So it really was that Nintendo didn't account for daylight savings time in saying that it was at midnight Eastern. They forgot, I guess. It's funny. It's working! Holy shit! We're gonna play Xenoblade for 2 hours. I think. We'll go from 10 o'clock Pacific until midnight Pacific. To get your graphics card to fit, Kami. Pretty stoked for this. I played Xenogears as a youngling. I played a little, like maybe an hour of Xenosaga as a middling. And Xenoblade Chronicles I did a full blind playthrough on stream when it came out. Oh, do you like create characters in this, Tamara? I didn't realize this had like character creation. I thought it was more like the OG Xenoblade Chronicles where they like throw shulk at you. We'll see though. If it gets crazy, keep moving. Not A. Wow, I would have figured that the update that they needed to get you to play the game would be like a kilobyte or something. Andrea's not here. She doesn't need to know. Serp, you'll probably get another shot at seeing me beat it. I could load it in the level creator, although this download just hanged, didn't it? Has anyone else gotten further than where I am right now? Oh god. Nope, somebody else got in. I think it's just a bunch of people are like DDoSing their systems. Do I back out and try to start this thing over? No, it is moving slightly, but the time remaining is getting longer and longer. Others are playing. Okay. This is my punishment for not sitting on the screen and spamming go. Right, Spiky? $30, wow. Yeah, I believe this is supposed to be something like a 1 megabyte file that just says, hey, the game is launched, now you can play it. The way that their pre-release system works is you pre-download the 16 gigabytes that is the game, and then when they flip the servers on, they give you this little tiny file that you download. Seriously, Gami? Wow. That's a stretch. I'll let this run. Deedly, 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 deedly. If you see that little blue thing inch forward at all, let me know. Do 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 do. Thank you, Knight. Appreciate that.
No, 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 no.
No, thanks, I'm good.
Nope. Now's your chance to see what all the sound effects do. The safety of a late night stream. Watching a little blue bar fill up. It's fun times. Thought I was so smart. Not spamming this menu for an hour.
That's pretty good conveyance.
Yeah,
Conveyance means show, don't tell. I don't know, Lando. Marsted looks a little bit lost.
We've got to give him more time.
Alright, let's see. We can sing some songs. We can do the rest of the Ballad of Bilbo Baggins. We could do Rapper's Delight.
I found a chest. I found a chest. I found a chest. Hey, 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 hey.
Some number of like Weird Al songs, probably. The first like 50% of Gaston's song from Beauty and the Beast. Gosh, it's disturbing to see you, Gaston, looking so down in the dumps. Everyone here loved to be you, Gaston, even when taking your lumps. There's no one in town as admired as you. You're everyone's favorite guy. Everyone's awed and inspired by you. And it's not very hard to see why. Oh, really, Tamara? That's awesome. You might still beat me. If you keep watching, let me know. At the rate that this is supposed to be like a 1 megabyte file or something is downloading. I'm especially good at expectorating. Patooey.
Hey, Hercules, how you feeling?
Disappointed!
When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs each morning to help me get large. And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a barge. Speedrun a Taco Bell run. Awesome. Just a teensy bit. I mean, it's either that or, like, watch a blue bar fill up from left to right. It's compelling television. Hi, Ben. Nice, Spiky. I use antlers in all of my decorating. Mm-hmm. Good joke is pretty good too. Not enough actual good jokes warrant it, but every now and then. Oh, really, Spiky? That's an actual achievement? That would freak me out trying to find them at the end of the game. I don't know if the game like does anything to help you find them. Yeah, Ben, he's being curious. Is this his way? Oh god, Spiky, that freaks me out really bad. Don't tell me that. Ugh, doesn't help you at all? That happened in Guild Wars 2 a couple times. I was an achievement whore in that game. I made sure I got all the achievements, because the way they did it was that they'd do an event, and then you only had 2 weeks to get all the achievements, then it went away forever. So for a long time, I made sure I got all of them every time. But there were a couple of them that, like, were just bugged for 80% of the time that they were out. We are going to be playing Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's going to happen. I was not one of the streamers that was spamming the download button for an hour, so we got to wait another 4 minutes or so for it to let us in. But I do intend to play for a couple hours. It didn't actually become available until about 15 minutes ago. The theory is that Nintendo forgot about daylight savings time. Yeah, that's awful. There was one for Super Adventure Box in Guild Wars 2 that was bugged for about 90% of the event. You're watching the blue bar fill up, Kami. It's thrilling television. Exclamation point, oh shit. Yeah, we'll see how this goes when I do this 24-hour stream next week, like how far off the rails we go. No, no. There were a couple of them like that. Oh man, installing update. Get that premium Marstead content. Only like 1:16 in the morning. Oh, I gotta add the final countdown. Ba-da-ba-dum. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-ba-dum. Yeah, I used to work third shift, so I would pretty routinely go from working from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. to a normal, like, weekend schedule. So I'm not too worried about it. I'll probably start to lag maybe 18 hours in, and I'll get a second wind and get over it. One waits like Gaston, curses fate like Gaston. Connecting? Oh god. What are you connecting for? What does the game possibly want? All right. New game. Wait, I need to go back. No, disable auto power down. This is a hilarious thing for this game to ask you, right? Where it's like, we expect that you're going to be playing this game for like 8 consecutive hours. We wouldn't want the system to turn down on you while you're playing it. All right. Yeah, sure. Let's save the settings. Okay, guys, if you are watching on YouTube way after the fact, you missed out on about an hour and 20 minutes of waiting on the game to become available. Auto power down. Display headgear. Ooh, I love those options. Often don't want to see the headgear, but I can change it later, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now. When playing online, your in-game profile will be shared with other Xenoblade Chronicles X players. Cool. Yeah, go for it, Johan. Twitch is working again. Thank you, Christopher, for letting me know that. Good looking out. Yeah, right, Spiky. We assume you're going to be sitting there like a desiccated husk. Ooh, you know what that is? That's from the Golden Record. Man, that's a good way to get me hyped for your game, to open with that floating out in space. This game is not connected story-wise to Xenoblade Chronicles in any way. Actually, it seems like the universe is more like Xenosaga than anything. But this game is to Xenoblade Chronicles as Final Fantasy VI is to Final Fantasy I. No, Christian, it's all on the server side. Oh, man. I have managed to avoid all press for this game. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what the characters look like. I don't know anything about the story. You can do that when you fight the end in Metal Gear Solid 3. That's a lot of stuff on the screen. There are some things you notice from Xenoblade. That's interesting, Christopher.
July,
Oh man,
2054 AD.
feeling space battle.
The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces.
Is that Terra Strong that I hear?
Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed. Its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye.
No, it's not. It's great.
The coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth.
No, it's not.
Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape.
The one thing that the
gang was
Xeno
action.
games have in common
The white
is
whale.
giant robots.
After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world.
That's a cool name for the ship.
But our past caught up with us. Literally.
Mastodon to sing a song about.
The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. ship took heavy damage.
This isn't referencing
We
a
lost
previous
control.
game, by the way.
With our flight systems down, the white whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet. Its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface. Since then, 2 months have passed.
We're on an alien planet. We got a cool, like, biodome that we're living in. Attached to the white whale. I'm pretty hooked on this story, man. It's more exciting for me than Xenoblade. We're gonna go female. Making a custom character. Making an anime girl. Feel in the direction of the redheaded characters. Yeah, let's start with this one. Maybe change her hair a little bit. We won't go too crazy with the character creator. That's cool that they bothered adding a character creator. It's like Xenoblade is getting closer and closer to the Western style RPG. We'll make her crazy tall. What do you know? I like tall women. My wife is 6'1". Man, this is a lot more detailed than I thought it was going to be. That's impressive. I actually didn't know there was going to be any character creation at all. You'd just be playing a pre-selected character. I wonder if they have each of their own voice acting. Anime character creation. Good. I already do. See cheap settings. Already got a cool scar. You gotta have a cool scar. Let's go with the cool across the nose one. I like that one. Well, we give her like a Krillin mole. It's okay. Alright, so that's skin. How about hair? Let's find a good style. And that one might actually be the one I like the best. Not a big fan of most of these. This one seems fine. I don't really like the asymmetrical bang thing there, but take it. Special. Oh, that's kind of cool. I can add a little colic, I guess. Keep the colic. Roots and tip color. God, too many options. We're fine with this one. That's okay. Either night. Doesn't have to be from Patreon. So the goal to get me to stream longer next month will count regardless of whether it's a one-time donation or not. It's the difference between what's on Patreon and the next goal, though. People who can only donate once. That's cool. Oh yeah, Tamara. I hear you. I like how their eyes are so freaky crazy looking. Do I want the freaky craziest looking eyes? I don't know, man. That's pretty sweet. This is sci-fi. What does that represent that they've got crazy, freaky eyes? Freaky deaky. So my video game type is red hair and green eyes. What does that do? Oh, it's like, okay, sure. Rock and roll. Makeup. No. I move at a pretty brisk pace. I pick something that looks cool, but I don't like agonize over it. I'm going for roughly like skin tone, I think. That's fine. A little brighter than skin tone. Face paint, really? Ooh. Looks like the same font as the N7. She gets a little, you know, she's a battle-hardened soldier, but she's got a Mike Tyson face tattoo. I might skip. Well, some of these are kind of cool looking. I don't know. Yeah, we'll skip the face paint. Cool that they allow it though. Alright, voice. What do we got? Tara Platt. Ooh, they actually tell us the voice actress. That's cool. Oh, I don't get to hear what it sounds like? Oh, sample voice. There's a button for it.
Huh? So what if you staggered me? Shall we? Huh? You're in good hands now. Shall we then? Just tell me what to do.
Let's go.
Shall we? Success.
Hey, thank you, Knight. Appreciate that, man. I will disperse those bonus sphere points to you. Actually, I just set up that if any donations come in between now and the 24-hour stream, you get bonus sphere points for it, so that people who donate before the 24-hour stream aren't getting hosed. Classic is the Fiora voice actor. Gotcha, Christopher. That's cool. It says it then. Let's do it. Let's see if I can disperse these bonus points here.
Attention, external access confirmed. Disengaging stasis in 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Skyhawk, the host. Yeah, I really like the style of the UI too. It's very, very clean. Oh man. Like, clean, polished UIs get me excited for your game in a lot of ways. Square always does that, Blizzard always does that. Any of the games that spend time on their titles. Nintendo. So am I like a robot, or was I like in stasis? I'm guessing I was a human that was in stasis. But maybe those little...
Hey there. Looks like you're all in one piece.
That's me. Call me One Piece Jane. Oh, that's cool, Christopher. Did they do the same thing in the Japanese? The classic, they got the original Japanese voice actors? Do they still use the British accent?
Careful. Just take it nice and slow, okay? Your senses will need time to reactivate.
Interesting. I may have been able to modify some of like her body too, but I don't think so. I was able to do just their height.
Your pod is the only one around that landed intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours?
Oh man. Am I a sound? Oh, I'm not a sound
You don't
protagonist.
even remember your own name? It must be the stasis.
I wonder if the voice is just like
That's
combat
not good.
grunts, or if we ever get voice acting.
Just try and focus, all right?
Okay, please enter a name. We'll go with my standard. This is my Final Fantasy character. I'll lie. Elvish word that means Elvish set of 2 words that means something. It's not Malail.
Good, there we go. What else you remember? It'll come.
Mhm.
In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can. How are your limbs? Can you move?
Good reason to show us the mechanics slowly. Nod or shake my head? It's not.
We'll take it easy while you shake the stasis out of your system.
One step at a time, all right?
I like how games
First
find
things
different
first.
ways to
You'll be needing a
introduce you to
weapon.
mechanics early. Some games don't bother, they just
There
have
you
the
go.
pop-ups happen.
All right, let's get going.
Give someone who just woke up a giant assault rifle. Prologue Awakening. Follow the arrow. Take a moment to check the mini-map. If you're stumped, following the yellow arrow should reveal the way forward. An occasional excursion off the beaten path never hurts. What did they say? All work and no play. Alright. Sprint, that's pretty nice. Sprint is reasonably fast. Jump. I should probably be watching on the TV, so I've got my glasses on. Looks like the controls are
Most of
precise
the
enough
white
that I can't get
whales
away with
like didn't
OBS.
survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the white whale, do you?
White whale. Holy
You know, the L-002? The ship we escaped Earth on? You remember Earth, right? Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway. Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien forces.
That kind of sucks that we didn't have anything to do with it.
Destroyed.
This is a cool way to open the game. This game solves the Luke Skywalker Tidus problem, where how do you have a protagonist that's a stand-in for the audience?
It's one memory I'd like to forget.
Not every game has to do that, but I like games that do. A lot of the story then becomes figuring out what's going on in the universe.
I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
Music's pretty sweet. Now, I wonder if they would have done it, just have you open where you get out of the pod instead of having the little cutscene explaining the two alien races attacking. I think it's probably better to do it the way they did. Initiate combat by targeting an enemy by drawing your weapon. Now, what do you say we give it a whirl? Target with the R button, target then A to draw. Okay. Okay, same attack system. Oh god, I can't read that at all. Flame grenade deals thermal damage. Wow, this song is really cool. Nice. Ooh, that's pretty cool, Christian.
You're not half bad.
Oh, Yahan, that's awesome. Hey, Kaihan,
Plenty of
enjoy your
work back in the
breakfast.
city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know.
That's me. Yeah, let's do it. Nod or scowl.
Then you're interested. In that case, I might have just the job for you. But anyway, we can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
So far, the combat system is very similar to Xenoblade Chronicles. Like, you auto-attack, like in an MMO, and then you can pick skills on a bar. It's actually closer to an MMO than a game like Skyrim. Got some treasures. What do we get? Let's just take all the items. I have no idea what they do right now, but that's okay. See if I can explore, maybe find some other enemies out here, yeah. Looking for stuff. Looking for things and stuff. I guess the thing with Shulk is that he already had some awareness of the universe he existed in. I like that this character knows nothing. I like that the sprint is really fast. When you have such a giant map, you want to be able to traverse it quickly. A really nice jump, too. Yeah, it's all a version of Achievement Unlocked, right? Yeah, Metal Gear Rising would make sense. Some of the music from that pop up on Rainwave. Go, go, jump! The controls in this are very tight. The UI is extremely clean. It's almost a little too clean. Like, I'm kind of having trouble reading it on the TV over there with my glasses. I have to look over on my screen. Ooh. Treasure found. Level 1 mechanical. So that was just me spamming the A button. Prototype bodywear. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Ability chart, or affinity chart. So that's the same. I get affinity with other characters that I meet. That makes sense. Intel. Can I, like, equip this? Oh, I can sell it. That's weird. I'm not going to dig too far into those menus. I'm going to lose my mind if I try to get deep into that stuff now. I'm sure the game's going to teach it to me. Yeah. Oh, Gravity Planet. The typing sound you hear happens every time I press the A button. It's an additional typing noise. Prototype boots. At some point we'll figure out how to equip these. Night, Tamara. Will do. Catch you later. Forward to seeing more of your Mario Maker levels. Once again, you just pick up items by bumping into them on the game world. Yeah, as I expected, you know, you take Xenoblade and throw it on the Wii U, you can make a really pretty looking title. The game is very pretty. Should learn what that ability does. It says, Assault Hammer deals physical damage, inflicts topple. I'm wondering if this game has the same break, topple rules.
Shall we? Let's see what you've got.
Chrome Armor, 1 ally, grants physical resista. Okay. Flame Grenade deals thermal damage and inflicts blaze. And versus topple targets boost damage. Anyone who's been following this game closely, do you know if there's like a break mechanic or if I can just topple directly?
Spectacularly done. We got him. Let's move.
Take all, of course.
Very well.
Let's see if we can topple this thing. I think we just topple it.
I have the shot. Firing. Shadow strike.
Yeah, we want to schedule that sooner, though, I think. No reason to use Chrome Armor that early. Oh, and you switch from gun to blade depending on how close you are, maybe? Maybe it's based on the skill that you use. Yep. Welcome to the massively single-player offline game. Oh man, enemies have color-coded levels to let you know how high they are compared to you.
I'm attacking. Move in.
Yeah, the combat feels pretty tight too, like you can jump during it. There's a lot of maneuverability you can do. I'm curious what it does. At this point it's like, why don't they just make this into an MMO, right?
Shall we? Let's see what you've got. Assault! They're off guard.
Resistant, but not immune to topple, it looks like. And it looks like we have the chatty party members that we know and love from Xenoblade. Massively single-player offline game. MSOG. It might be that she runs out of bullets. I haven't figured out yet what causes her to switch to her melee weapon from her gun. If it's like based on your proximity or what. Got another ability. Slit Edge. Boost damage. Yeah, I think they got rid of break. It just goes straight into topple now. Okay, now we do extra damage to it because we toppled it. We're able to use that flame grenade. What in blazes? Indeed. If you guys see something, there's so much going on, I don't have enough room to look at the UI, but if you know If you can see why my character switches to a melee weapon from a gun, let me know. It might have to be like ammo per fight. Or it could be a certain skill that I use that causes her to switch. What time it is in game? Oh, you know. We won't spend too much time in this menu. Wow, yeah, they give you a lot of options here. Talking is like breathing, yeah. How else can they live if they don't like yell out their moves all the time? Oh man.
Shall we? Let's see. Engaging. Lay down some fire. I have the shot. Fire it. Nice. Move in and do some damage. Assault.
Yeah, I think skills on the right side switch to melee. This thing's pretty cool looking. Buff myself here. Haven't yet figured out what kind of character the main character is yet. If she's DPS, like a glass cannon DPS character like Shulk was, or if she's a tank. She has one skill that makes her do more damage. Nice.
Nice work.
It's Rhine time. Muddy pelts. You know we need some pelts. Okay.
Assault hammer. Take the initiative. Shadows in.
Don't think we got the topple there. Switch weapon is X. Ah. That's interesting. So I think there's certain attacks that switch weapons. I can also just press the X button to switch between an assault rifle and a melee weapon. It probably matters the enemy that we're fighting. Yeah, let's get the chrome armor. Let's be all shiny and chrome. Grenade. When isn't it Rhine time?
I won't stop there.
This game's pretty sweet, man. I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see like how grindy it ultimately is, but I feel compelled to do the MMO thing and run around and like kill everything on this map. Just kill things for the sake of killing it, but let's not do that. Let's move along. Progress the story a little bit. Combat feels pretty good though. Definitely feels like a next-gen title, I would say. I like that they've made looting that simple, you just step over the item. Got an iron knife. Don't know what to do with items at all yet, but I'm sure we'll find out in due time. Can swim. Can't jump while we're swimming. I am curious to learn if we... I'm sure we can turn off that thing that says what all the buttons do on this side of the screen eventually. I'm happy to have it on right now since I don't know the controls yet, but... Little yellow arrow telling us where it intends for us to go. I don't think swimming that way is right, though. Oh, I see. Climb up the cliff there. Sounds good, Peter. Running, running, running. Jump. Oh, a bunch of dudes. Don't know what indicates enemies that are hostile yet, but aggro. Sure, we'll find out though. There we go, we toppled it. Killing some giant bugs. That's what it's all about. Hey Nilo, how you doing? Now melee attacks. Yeah, I need to figure out what's going on with melee versus range. I'm guessing it's going to tell me at some point why I'd want to use one over the other. It might be based on a status, it might be based on the kind of enemy that you're fighting. Maybe enemies go from being weak against one to weak against another. And it looks like, see that little green bar that's filling up around my slit edge attack?
Let's move.
Yeah, I can hear that, Spiky. Getting close and land a blow. My first gold drop. Oh, interesting. You can turn on auto run in this game. It's definitely an MMO. MSOG. It's Pride Rock. Ah, Savenya la marishi daba. Venya uwe.
The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this.
Cool. Yeah, like, so what's the deal with the planet that we're on? Also curious to find out if we spend the whole game on this planet. So this looks like an FMV, but it can't be. Maybe just because it's got the bloom lighting and stuff. Whoa! It's like a cool fungal brachiosaur thing. I half expected Elma to like grab my head and do one of these. Cool. This game is pretty, guys. There's the white whale.
Pretty wild, huh? They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together.
Proceeds to shoot them in the face. Well, I guess we gotta play nice with the big ones. Keep shooting the bugs to death. I was just making a joke about Pride Rock, but I think that's kind of what they're going for here. Very little chaos. We're from Earth in this game, different universe. We got on this big ship called the White Whale, like the Mastodon song. So we had to escape Earth because the other two aliens were like fighting and using Earth as their battleground. And our ship got destroyed and our little life pod landed on this alien planet that we know nothing about. And I just got woken up from stasis by this chick called Elma. And we're seeing all the crazy life forms that exist on the alien world that we're on.
Mira.
Mira is the name of the planet.
You won't find it on any star chart.
You missed me shooting some things, some bugs.
But it's our new home.
It's a pretty cool universe, though. I'm much more excited about this game's story already than I was about Xenoblade Chronicles at the same point.
Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy.
You mean like walking off the cliff?
We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean.
Indigents, cool.
Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking.
Let's go the safer way for now. My default gamer instinct is to jump off the cliff, but...
That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead.
Shouldn't be a surprise if you're a regular watcher of this channel. You want to reach the habitat before sundown, we'll need to pick up the pace and start sprinting. Sprinting is good for when you need to get somewhere in a hurry. Yep, figured that one out. There's also an auto-run feature. Anyway, so you create your own character in this, and the character is treated as not really having any memory and not really knowing what's going on, which is awesome. That's a good thing. It means that they can be like a Luke Skywalker or a Tidus character, where they're an audience stand-in. They need to have everything explained to them, and it makes sense in the game universe. Female Blade. If you fall off the cliff, don't panic. Just head east until you reach the habitat. Try not to engage any powerful enemies on the way. Okay. Hey, what's up, dude? Can I talk to you? What's up, buddy? Got anything useful to say? No, I guess not. Maybe he does normally, but I'm not pressing the right button. moving. I'm sure you do. Cool gravity on this planet as well. Level 2. And there's a level 3. Let's do it. So the combat system is just like Xenoblade. That shouldn't come as a surprise. It does have the new feature where you can switch weapons. You can switch from a melee weapon to a ranged weapon. It's really, really cool. I topple the enemy just like in Xenoblade, and then I get some other attacks that benefit from topple. It looks like I have some skills that only work with a melee weapon, and some skills that only work with a ranged weapon. I haven't yet figured out if certain enemies are, like, resistant to ranged versus melee. Cool.
Let's move.
Brass suite. Let me spritz my cat. He's up to no good over there. There we go. Let's do this guy too. Why not? Let's try to inflict topple. Oh, he's resistant to topple. Bummer. If you notice something on the UI that I'm not taking advantage of, there's a lot of stuff going on, so feel free to point it out if you want me to try something. Now notice, I have access to the ability, but there's a green meter filling around it. Oh, I get extra damage if I hit from the side, so it's just like Slit Edge in... Makes sense. So I don't think I want to have aggro. I think I want her to take aggro. She can heal too, which is good. Cool. Get some loots. Now let's get running. Jump. Whoa, look at that dude. That big guy. What's his deal? He's level 4. We're not quite ready for that, I don't think. Let's not mess around with him for now. Wow, this game's really pretty. More crazy looking level 4 dudes. Look at that huge Brachiosaur off there in the distance. There's a couple of them. Shit, man. Jump. I wonder if I can interact with them if they're just like part of the background. Melee's bigger burst, that makes sense. I can totally target them! No shit! Alright. Oh, this game's pretty cool. Does anyone know what kind of reviews this game got? I'm curious like how it... Like, the beginning is very impressive. I'm hooked on the story. I want to know more about this universe. I want to explore this game world. I don't know why Xenoblade Chronicles, the original one, didn't really grip me as much. I was interested in it, for sure. It felt more, I guess, the original Xenoblade Chronicles was like story through revelation from characters who know more than you. Turning things upside down, where this feels more like exploration, which is my bag. This is what I'm hoping Mass Effect 4 is like, where it's this really big universe, and you're just exploring each planet. And you have none of the characters with you have any idea what's going on. You're not the only one that's in the dark. Yeah, I agree. See this big ship off in the distance? This is the white whale that crashed. That's where we're headed to. Might fight some more monsters when we get to them. Okay, we see some level 10 enemies. We don't want to mess around with them. Can I zoom out the camera? I can. Perfect. I'm a have the camera zoomed all the way out kind of guy in MMOs. Let's ignore the big guys for now. Yeah. I do like that they went for that. Purple looks like we shouldn't mess around with it. Too high of a level. Level 6 is high. The game might be expecting us to just be fighting random enemies, but I'm not going to worry about that too much for now. I kind of just want to explore the world, maybe move forward in the story a little bit. Cutscene time.
Looks a lot bigger up close, doesn't it? And this was just the habitat unit. The White Whale was one hell of a ship.
Wow.
Until it all came crashing down, at least.
Yeah, so this was the little, like, life bubble that fell off the ship.
That's the West Gate.
So this was, like, maybe 1/6 of the whole ship.
Now for security reasons.
I like things that are
Repurposed
really,
a
really
freight
huge.
elevator that will get us inside.
Boss fight?
Grex's. Riled. We can't leave them roaming here. Not this close to the gate. We're gonna have
Hopefully
to
they're,
take
like,
them
level
down.
2.
You ready?
Goodbye, Kaihan. Have a nice weekend. Enjoy school. They're level 4, so that's a little bit higher than I would have been comfortable with, but... Hey, we got a new skill. Let's see what it say. Infuriate. Inflicts taunt. So, no, my main character is a tank, or has the ability to become a tank, at least. I'm still not sure. You see that little green bar that's filling up around my skills? I think it's like a bonus if I wait to use them until later. But I'm not sure yet. I know that I have an incentive to use... Holy shit. That's not good. I think we're gonna die. Hopefully this game has a comparably forgiving combat system. You wanna throw a heal over my way, Elmo? Appreciate that. And we're not gonna do any more taunting. Time until force respawn. Oh, so she can pick me up. That's kind of cool. Thank you. Cool. That's a pretty reasonable death penalty, I think, in combat. I like that better than... You remember how it worked in Xenoblade Chronicles for the 3DS, which was where if you didn't have enough team meter to get picked up, it was just game over if the main character died. I didn't pick a class, no. All I did was design the character. But I have 2 skills that are very much tanky. I've got one that increases my defense or an ally's defense. I have a taunt, but then I also have an attack that only does damage if it hits the enemy's side, so that's a very anti-tank ability, right? So I'm curious if I can like build the character in different directions.
Luckily, some species aren't so hostile, but they aren't necessarily friendly either. I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight. We need to walk that line. All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
In the OG Xenoblade Chronicles, Shulk was the simplest character in that he had the fewest abilities available to him. He was still really, really good. He ended up getting some extra abilities through his Monado arts, but his bar only ever filled up. Like you couldn't change those skills out. So I'm curious if it's gonna be the same in this game or not. Look in this menu a little bit more closely. I'm kind of afraid to spend too much time in it because it's huge. Ground gear. Oh my god, look at all this shit. Is there like a equip the best thing button? Ooh, this one has fashion gear and like stats gear. That's my jam. I definitely prefer that approach to it. Where you don't, like, we had this problem in the original Xenoblade Chronicles where all my stats gear looked really, really stupid. Okay. Let's see if we can do some fashion gear. Does it show us easily? That's what we have on right now. Okay. Yeah, so the new thing we got was the prototype headset, body gear, all that kind of stuff. What the hell is a soul voice? Oh my god, there's too much shit in this game. Alright, so these are the arts that I have. We can do this. We have an arts palette. Infuriate, inflicts taunts. Drifter is our class. Her class is Full Metal Jaguar. Can we like change classes in this game? Oh man, that would be pretty cool, man. Classes. Ooh. You see this class tree? This is my shit. Games with too much shit are the best, right? Alright, so let's think about this. The class you start out with offers a balanced variety of arts, but provides no stat bonuses. And you get rank in it, and as you rank up, you can branch into 3 different paths, which I'm guessing are DPS, I'm trying to see what this, maybe this one is DPS. Guns, blazing, okay, so melee versus guns, and then enforcer, support from afar. Super professionals. Debuffs. Ally support. Offense and defense. Recovery, so I could go healing if I want to become a Galactic Knight. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Chaos. I guess that makes sense why I have a mix of skills. I've got 2 tanky skills, I've got 2 like DPS skills. I can decide which one I want. Damage dealing, melee accuracy, okay. Oh, and I see it gives you like the skills that you'll learn if you get on that path. Centered on ranged attacks. Melee attacks, okay. So what's Striker all about? Samurai Gunner. Bonus to HP. Shifts the focus towards offense. Focus on defense. Oh, okay. So this path is tank. This path is, and this is like defensive tank, and this is like offense tank. This is like ranged DPS, this is melee DPS. This is like magic debuffs, and this is magic healing. Full Metal Jaguar, right? What the hell? Who does that? So our buddy character is already a Full Metal Jaguar. I don't think I can change her class. I think it's just our main character's class we can mess around with. I think. Maybe that'll change later. There's soul voices. There's way too much shit going on right now. I'm not going to look at that right. I just don't have time to look at that menu. Let's keep running around killing shit. I'm getting a better sense of when to press those buttons. I definitely want her to be tanking if possible, so I can use the slit edge. I don't see yet what pressing the B button is doing for me. I don't see where this game's equivalent of the like team meter is, if it exists. Yeah, right, Chaos? I feel the same way. I think it's doing the everything that I said about Xenoblade Chronicles, like, man, this is really cool, but they need to iterate on this. I need to see their second attempt at building this, and I think that they've done it so far, at least. We'll see if like the quest tracking is bonked or something, but I really like it so far. Yeah, right, Serp. She's got the max level class. I don't expect to have her around either. I agree. Can I ride this thing? Probably not. That would be OP. Hey, what's up, folks? Killed those bugs. Proud of me? You should be. I'm proud of me. I don't know where we're actually supposed to go. Oh, it might be up here to the upper right. I recommended this as a Christmas present for a friend of mine as kind of a risk, not knowing anything about it. Just expecting that they might like it, and I feel much better about recommending it blindly. My thought on Christmas presents is that you should get a present that you wouldn't buy for yourself. Something that you would probably like, but you wouldn't likely pick up for yourself. Oh yeah, Manok. I've been having a good time with it so far. I played Xenoblade Chronicles all the way through. We did a full playthrough on stream. This is my first time seeing this one at all. I avoided all press about it, didn't look at any trailers. No idea what I was in for, and it's really cool. Whoa, check this out. Wow, this game's really pretty. It's got just a cool, like, gameplay interface. It's about time to see the Japanese innovate on the Western-style open-world RPG. So like Fallout, I could probably just spend the rest of the time tonight just running around the world fighting monsters and things. Looking for items, side quests. Yeah. The difference in power of the Wii U compared to the, like, original Wii and the 3DS is pretty huge.
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beached spaceship, anyway. But
I want to know what's up with their crazy
like it or not,
eyes.
This place is our home now. We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth.
Yeah, right, Yahan, just skip the main quest line and walk around.
We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
Cool. Now I wonder if it was New Los Angeles in the Japanese version, or was it like Neo Tokyo?
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees.
Right, Akifall? It's a problem with Nintendo lately.
Together, we
Don't call it the
resolved
Wii
to
U,
forge a
don't call it the
way
new
of life in
3DS.
Elmira, come what may. New LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown.
Oh yeah, Spiky? Cool.
Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light.
Oh, that's just the artist's
And our
style?
future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
Just tuning in, basic story of this universe. We come from Earth, originally. There were a couple other alien races fighting over our planet, so we had to run away from Earth. We were in this big ship called the White Whale, and we got attacked over top of this alien planet Mira that we're on right now, and our ship crashed. And that big, like, dome you just saw was the, like, habitation unit of the White Whale that crashed into the alien planet. So we just kind of wandered around. We got woken up from stasis by a general lady. Yeah, this game feels a lot closer to Xenosaga than Xenoblade. It's much more sci-fi, whereas Xenoblade was a lot more fantasy, I think.
How about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory?
And we've got a Tidus, Luke Skywalker type character in that she doesn't really remember anything. So they're gonna have she gets to be a stand-in for the audience. Well, the new 3DS, because it has games that are exclusive to it, yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. It's got the same basic technology behind it. I think they should have made it its own system that's just backwards compatible with some 3DS titles.
I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new
I wonder if there's any combat in the city.
This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
For the rescue and recovery
2 days ago, ma'am.
brothers and sisters. I stand here truly
From political aide to director general in just a few weeks.
this rate, he'll be Emperor by next month.
Irina, Gwyn.
Nice work out there, ma'am.
The opening of this game was pretty clever. Like, there was very minimal exposition. They just threw us into the open world.
Right. Introductions. Irina Akulov, Gwyn Evans.
This one of the survivors, Colonel?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Yeah, who's on first is a good way to describe it, Spiky.
What happened to 10 more crew members?
Come on, seriously? Shosan was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech. Still, every last survivor counts. You can call me Irina. I'm with the Interceptors.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans. Or just Gwyn.
Yeah, so Xenogears was more fantasy, Xenosaga was more science fiction, Xenoblade was more fantasy. This looks like it's going, you know, moving it back towards science fiction. It's still science fantasy, obviously, but...
Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still Colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
And the award for best ass kiss goes to...
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time.
She has the "may I speak to your manager" haircut.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
I like the move back to a silent protagonist, too. I don't think the Xeno series has ever done that. New Los Angeles. My, like, inkling is to turn right back around and go back outside. Get a few more levels. I think I can. That's okay. Nice. I wonder what duty's been assigned. Oh, that's cool. So you don't even need to interact with NPCs. You just kind of overhear them if you're close enough to them, it looks like. There's not like a talk button. It's interesting development on the series. Yeah, I'm up a bit later than I normally am. I'm usually out like 2 hours ago. Giant robots, the one thing that every Xeno game has in common. Do the stream ham Marstead. I'm trying to beat every awesome game ever made live on Twitch. If you check the games.marstead.com link, you can see some of the titles we've already beaten, what's currently in progress. I was introduced to Xenoblade Chronicles on stream and did a full playthrough of the 3DS version. Had a lot of fun with it. As far as when this will be back, I'm sure we'll do a full playthrough of it. I have to find room to get it on the schedule. Might just play it in off hours. Yeah, I don't want to grind, so we'll see. If I can find some quests in here, that would be nice. I didn't like that about Xenoblade Chronicles. There were a couple sessions we did when we played it on stream where we had to stop to grind, just like killing the same enemies over and over to be able to mathematically take on enemies. Yeah, I agree, Little DPs. That's important. If you're going to have a giant universe, you have to let the character move really fast. Either give them a fast travel option, sprint, chocobo, whatever your equivalent is. Is she the narrator? Assume so.
Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would ya?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt... Hey, look at that! The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared
She's gonna be a party member, isn't she?
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be...
Characters with normal names. I'm excited for the side quest UI, Manok. I really didn't like that about
mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal from
Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. That there was very, very, very little help, if any, with tracking all the quests, so I didn't feel inspired to do any of them. Find out how old she is. I know what happened with the exhausts.
Yeah. Well, that, doesn't usually happen.
We know it doesn't, Lynn. Look, I know what you're thinking. But believe me, young as she may look, and yes, she is young, she's actually one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway.
That looks like Goro from Shenmue.
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
Ba-dum-bump. Enjoy my party? She is, yeah. We can have up to 4 party members in this one. It was only 3 in Xenoblade Chronicles. Already have a boob plate. Yeah, it only took a few minutes, Spiky.
Hey.
At least this one lets me equip fashion gear so I can replace it. So I'm looking forward to that ability. So, right, Chaos Factor? I might play it, like, maybe after stream's done or before stream if I finish up the you know, chores and preparations for moving to Los Altos, if I get some extra time. We'll see. I do want to play some more. This game looks really, really cool. I worry that it's like probably a 120-hour game though, even if I move at a fairly brisk pace, so. One tank, one healer, 2 DPS, the Final Fantasy XIV model.
Everything from up here.
It beats walking.
Yeah, it wasn't that clean cut in Xenoblade Chronicles. I kept wanting to think of it that way, so I stuck with a party of Shulk, Ryan, and Sharla the whole time, and I think I kind of held myself back as a result. My brain locked into the Holy Trinity model.
One day at a time.
But looking at the class tree, it's not quite like that. Yeah, there's one tree that gets some healing abilities, but it looks like everyone's got a damage focus. It's closer to like Guild Wars 2, where everybody's damage focused, but it's what kind of damage do you do, and you get a slight specialty in one direction or another. There do still seem to be tanks.
We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
Skells are the, like, mobile platforms, orbital frame things.
Remember?
Giant robots.
Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it.
They busted out this town pretty fast.
Shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Yeah, each of the characters in Xenoblade Chronicles kind of blurs the line a little bit of, except for maybe Sharla is the closest thing you can get to a pure healer in that game.
To your right, the residential district. Housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right?
It was smart of them to set the story as like, we're gonna go wake this girl up in stasis like months after we've had time to settle on this world.
Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs.
You wouldn't have wanted to watch my playthrough then, Bannock. I almost never switched from that core party. It pissed some people off because I wouldn't use Melia. I didn't like her control style.
Thanks.
I recognized she was really, really effective, and there were a couple fights where she was basically mandatory, but
Once we're back at the barracks.
people would just pop in chat and be like, you should be using Melia. Like, I don't like playing as Melia. I'm sorry. I thought Shulk was really fun to play. I'm usually a tank kind of guy, but it seems that tanks weren't the best character to play in Xenoblade Chronicles because the AI handled it really well. And the AI wasn't very good at being DPS. You could be most efficient if you played like that. Hey, Sky Corvus.
Enjoy your stay in the
No, it wasn't just you, Christopher.
Thank you for flying me in
Yeah,
later.
Mega Man. There were lots of people being like, "Why aren't you using Melia? What the hell's wrong with you?"
Then I should file my report.
Ricky,
You'll
really?
be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower.
There was one boss fight close to the end of Xenoblade Chronicles where I insisted on using my party and wiped on it for like an hour, and then I used Melia once and just won immediately. This enemy that was only weak against magic damage.
We can check it out later.
Ah, I got this guy. Okay. I think we need to progress exploring the main town area before we can go back outside. Get an XP for exploring areas, that's always fun. And there are talk commands for certain people.
Here's what I know.
One of the opportunity we know outside something important. Yes. Do exactly that.
Here's what I know.
Okay. But maybe she'd say it again here. Try picking discuss this time. Any rumors? You work at the tavern? Mission for the Pathfinders division. I assume I'm going to learn about that very soon. That's where I'm going to get quests. I'm taking it. Music in this game is kind of silly. Yeah, the instant topple was really good. I couldn't argue against that. Field skill level insufficient. Ooh, so there's like almost like a pickpocketing system. Probably need to loot more things out in the field first. Anything troubling you? Indigens are what they call the like local fauna. It's not like talking to people actually gets me quests just yet.
Yeah.
Exploring an uncharted planet is no easy task. It's important that each division performs its own assigned duty. I do like that, like, characters that have just incidental text that you bump into while you're walking around, just having it pop up on the screen when you get near to them. We try to think about how do we innovate in the JRPG. And obviously this isn't a classic JRPG, this is more like a Western RPG or a massively single-player offline game like Skyrim or Fallout. But even then, like, I could see doing that in a game like Bravely Default that has more classic turn-based combat. You don't need to actually have to go up and talk to every NPC if they don't all have something useful or important to say, you know? Terminal that gives me missions. That's the best. All about getting side quests from a single location. I don't have a Blade ID yet. Okay. We'll keep looking around. We'll come back to it. Yeah, indigen means indigenous life form. Hey HTL, how you doing? Happy Saturday, if it's Saturday, or I guess it's Friday, isn't it?
Here we
Friday
are,
to you.
the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
Game's pretty cool, man. We're past the the sell you on the game part. We're in like the town dialogue section. So if you want to see the open world, I'm gonna try to get to it. That's about registration.
I think I can answer that one.
What's up?
So, you must be the latest rescue.
More like Xenosaga, and that the characters kind of look like characters from Team America World Police.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No, nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma. You
Okay,
found another
good night.
one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Yeah, I guess there's extra like pods with people in stasis that fell away from the habitation unit.
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Definitely prefer the costume design in this game. Does this game have the same artist as Xenosaga, or has it been the same artist in Xenosaga, Xenoblade, and this game? I was going to go for another 30 minutes or so, little DPs, but I'd like to get to being back in the field again and showing off like the combat system and how big the world is. So that might push me over a little bit. I'd like to do that for at least 5-10 minutes or so. So depending on which one happens first.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi.
The same artist the whole
You
time.
may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged
This
me
one
with keeping
feels
the
more
peace,
stylized
so
than the
all
other
military and
titles, but I
police
don't know.
matters fall under my
Especially the male
jurisdiction.
characters.
He's also my superior officer.
Maybe the artist has just been developing their
And he'd be
style.
an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? She seems capable.
Of course I'm gonna get that, so I can go take
Let's give
quests.
it a little more time. At least until she knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. She seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Convenient memory loss.
From the stasis?
She could barely remember her name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months?
Does Xenosaga 2 and 3 have different artists?
My thoughts exactly.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, Winterloon, because this doesn't look the same as the Chronicles art style. I like this one a little bit better. It feels like it's iterated a bit on the way it looked in Saga. Let's get. Tell me about Blade.
Blade is an acronym.
I like the dialogue system
Builders
in this
of
so
a
far.
legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down
Gotcha,
to
Winterland.
Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
The Lifehold? What's that?
Take a look at this.
Still intrigued. Okay, Jahan.
The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. all housed in a structure called the Lifehold.
Was that not the
This is a
big
complete schematic of that facility.
habitation thing that we're in?
Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold.
Oh.
With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis.
That's
waiting
pretty
to be
cool.
rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Cool. I'm excited about that.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations.
I do like this concept.
Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
It's pretty sucky, man.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
What?
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus.
Oh, wow.
No escape.
I didn't appreciate how really important Elma is.
Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here and we are alive.
So that's another question. It's a good way of presenting that from a narrative perspective. Now you suddenly have 100 questions about her.
Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
This game is, I think it's closer to Mass Effect, even really, than any of the other Xeno games.
2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The Xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed.
Whoa, why?
For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from
Yeah, that's the big, like...
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact.
Habituation orb that we're in right
We
now.
had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing...
Oh, that's your guess, Manok? The orbital frame, or the giant robot, piloted robot?
City.
Interesting.
Ah, yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand.
Works for me.
As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
This game was very smart to not open with this section. I mean, I'm interested in this section, but Xenosaga committed the sin of having much too slow burn of an opening. Having you open in the open world, run around for a little bit, see all the crazy stuff, and then come here.
Yes, sir.
You have this anticipation.
Come on, we'll keep this briefing.
But you're still excited about the story. Story mission. Take a guided tour of the Blade Administrative District. Learn Elma and learn more about life as a member of Blade. Cool. I don't think that that's necessarily globally true, that you need to have a really gripping intro to a game. It's actually kind of a bummer that you can't really do the slow burn type anymore without losing a lot of gamers, but I think that this game balanced it pretty well. They gave you a little bit of story in the opening cutscene, get you excited, a little bit of intro with Elma, and then they got you right into the action, and then brought you back into the story afterward.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want her to join Blade.
Be a civilian for long.
It's a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
The Xeno creative team really like their acronyms.
Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh,
Yeah, I agree, Chaos. If their cell is, look at these giant, like, Brachiosaurus monsters, and see how they're level 55 and you can't fight them yet, but they're so pretty and so huge and you want to deal with them eventually. They should show that to you immediately. Geek out. Yeah, let's ask what a Skell is, I want to know.
What? You don't remember what a Skell is?
No, me too, Chaos. But it grabs you, and you're like, I want to go back outside. I want to know more.
Lasers, force fields, bipedal and
Giant robots.
transformations. Sorry, just I get so excited.
The Skells are giant robots. Okay.
Originally, Skells were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you.
Yeah.
LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far.
That's a very Japanese thing to do. Come up with either a weird English acronym or a weird English like abbreviation.
For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells.
Jahan's got the coffee. Jahan's got the coffee. Jahan's got the coffee. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, they call them dolls in the Japanese version. I can see why they changed it. That's a pretty standard word that only kind of has a negative connotation in Western English.
I found a chest. I found a chest. I found a chest. Hey, 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 hey.
Why sign up for the test?
Replace chest with coffee.
They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
Yeah, I'd be fine with doll as a name. I can see why they changed it, but...
The details are largely hidden, but basically HQ only allows the cream of the crop.
Yeah, I guess in a lot of languages, doll is synonymous with puppet.
And for the people of New LA in general.
And technically it should be in like American English, so like you could call your Ninja Turtles action figure a doll. It is. But they coined the term action figure to separate them.
Why don't we check out the mission
I think it's kind of silly.
First. That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
Right, Blade is like, we're not on Earth anymore. Let's defend some Earth dudes. Yeah. Right, this is where we get our side quests. This is where the game's gonna sell itself to me. I told you the one thing I hated about Xenoblade Chronicles was the quest tracker.
Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
Making it centrally located is good.
Tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Oh, I can first-person view by zooming all the way in.
And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the Scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo.
Is this a multiplayer thing?
Elma just said that, didn't she?
Well, she didn't say anything to do with being solo. But...
Hey.
Head to the Blade console. Unable to confirm Blade ID. Okay, I'm not ready yet. It's fine. Makes sense. Jump.
The Blade Scout Console.
So how does this thing work?
When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout Console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge.
Yeah, is this like online
skills.
multiplayer? There's like certain missions
This
that you do with
console
others?
lets you search for and recruit other blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell blade without team. Sort of. Anyway, awesome, right? So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
Yes, I'm ready to join up. Let's go fight some dinosaurs.
Some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade.
Yes, let's go. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Social and co-op missions? That's cool. I like that. Going to the shopping district. Jumping really far, because that's what you do in this game.
Hey.
New weapons and protective wear, okay. It's over here, I take it? Yeah, there we go.
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie. Most Blade members face danger on a daily basis.
I think so. I don't think there's any like couch
Having the latest gear isn't about
multi-chaos.
impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
That'd be fun though.
True
I don't know how
enough.
you'd do it. You'd split screen
and that
it.
goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell?
She's so geeked out.
Huh? Oh, right, the tour. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Going to Blade Tower. Running, 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 running. I don't know, man. That low gravity jump is pretty satisfying. Yeah. I see why they don't do it a lot of the time.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and
Just having
Commander
it cost
Danton,
money
will
is
spend
smart,
most
I
of their day
think.
here.
I didn't like the Xenosaga implementation where they give you a robot
Guys
suit,
like our new Director
and then if you
General Maurice
screw
Chassan,
up,
for example.
it's just blown up and you can't use it
Blades
again.
sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want
Yes,
to
and
remember
that is
Oh,
perfect, Manok.
That about does it for our tour.
I believe very strongly, and you'll hear me say this on stream all the time, that game mechanics should be an abstraction.
Lynn, seriously.
Convenience should always win over realism. And if you want to try to explain,
We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed
you know, your
decision to
conveniences
join
in the
us.
game universe by saying, oh, there's low gravity, that's why you can run so fast and jump so high, that's fine. But I don't think developers should feel the need to do it, and I hate posts on Reddit and the like that are like, oh, video game logic, like, it's so crazy that it works this way. It's like, no, it's... Games should have regenerating health because it's convenient to have regenerating health. It's fun for the player. It's not fun to have to hunt for med packs and like. Yeah, falling damage isn't fun most of the time. Like, if it's not fun, then don't have it. There's only a few games I can think of where falling damage has added like an interesting component. Sometimes it can make exploration interesting, where you're trying to guess how much damage is going to kill me, you know? I guess the way I would think about it is that you shouldn't include a mechanic just because every developer before you has done it before. So if every other game that's like Xenoblade Chronicles X has falling damage, you know, if Skyrim does it, and Fallout does it, and MMOs do it, there's not a compelling reason for you to do it, unless if you can come up with a way to make it interesting in your own universe. So I appreciate that.
Yeah?
Yeah, lack of consumables is good. I agree. You could argue that it's not realistic, but I don't think that matters. Is there a way for me to... Hold on. I don't have an active mission. I gotta go back to the Blade building. It goes over here. It's kind of, sort of shining on the map. Right, so Christopher, because that game was designed with fall damage in mind, they could design the dungeon around that. But if they know from the beginning, if they're designing from the ground up with the idea that there's not going to be fall damage, and they know that they're not going to make a very vertical dungeon where you start from the top, you know, need to kind of carefully navigate your way down.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
I agree, Spiky.
Thank you, Ms. Gu.
I mentioned that on the subject of like Zelda. I really like the Zelda Link Between Worlds and Triforce Heroes that have like a little pink meter that quickly gets spent as a resource for like bow and arrow and bombs instead of having to have a quiver or a bomb bag. It's more interesting because it limits how often you can use bombs or bows in an individual encounter, but it doesn't care how many you use over the course of an entire dungeon. Most of the time you either have 99 of something or 0 of something. The middle numbers aren't interesting.
As he put it.
The commander
Yeah, on Chaos. I wish I could jump like that.
Makes even my
Do you ever have dreams about exploring space?
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for Blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course.
I think a good way to do it is have a mix of both. Have a quickly regenerating resource and a slowly regenerating resource so that you have something that you save for the big attack. Let's do it.
Make the right choice.
Yatta!
Welcome to the organization. Elma, she can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Right, that sounds like that's the case, Manok, is that
With pleasure.
it's the thing that you're supposed to save for when you really need it.
Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
That shouldn't be your only resource, though. If you're going to have a resource that's like that, you should also have a fast regenerating. In this game, I think it's just represented by the cooldowns on your abilities.
Let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit.
Yes, the Demon Hunter in Diablo 3 has 2 resources.
To help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data
It's pretty good now, Spiky. It was pretty bad when it first launched, but Diablo 3 is actually a good game now, I would say.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal...
This place is much nicer than LA. It's like that Futurama joke.
Together, they form our
The air is... the sky is orange. Yeah, you're in LA.
Based on it, we know exactly where we need the
It's run by children.
Now we just have to install.
Nobody reads. You just won't stop with the social commentary.
The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed.
Yeah, the modern version of Diablo 3 is a much better game.
Go there, install the data.
Yeah, I saw the skills menu, Manok. I'm not dicking around with it right now because there's too much shit in there, and I don't want to get option paralysis, but I'll come back at it later. I'm sure the game will pop me up at some point and ease me into it.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Emma.
Of course.
Normally when I'm not playing on stream, I'm happy to just sit in those menus for hours and hours before I actually play the game, but I think it's better to do it like the intended way, is to just let the game introduce you to those mechanics. When you're streaming it, it's more interesting to watch. Alright. Let's go install the hell out of that probe. I like the way she talks. I think Lynn is like especially designed to be everybody's favorite character. It's gonna be the hipster guy. Like, oh, I don't really like Lynn. What the hell's wrong with you? It's just a globally likable character. Yeah, that's nice, Manok. I think that overgating can be a problem. It seems like this game makes stuff available to you but doesn't require you to use it. I think that's a good balance. Blizzard sometimes goes way too far with not letting you do anything
Sure the East
for a
Gate
long
will be
time in the
open.
game.
Last I heard, it was
Final
still
Fantasy
on
13 had
lockdown
that
for
problem
all
too, where everything was just very aggressively gated, so you didn't get to actually play the full game until like 10 hours into it.
Earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh?
I hear that, Knight.
Seriously? That was you? Cool.
Cool.
I don't think so. Those Grexes we took down were fairly routine. Definitely not something they'd lock both gates over, at least.
Then I take my cool back. But wait a sec. You guys fought Grexes? The two of you?
That's good, Manak. I think this is a good balance. You know, gate it in that you don't give tutorials for it and you don't require it to beat the game, but make it available to the player if they want to dig into the menus and figure it out.
Confidence can be good. Overconfidence can be fatal, especially when you're new.
That's a very razor-thin line to walk on.
You're right.
You overgate, you get the Final Fantasy 13 problem. You undergate, you get the Ogre Battle problem.
Let's head out.
Or the Brigandine problem.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we?
Can you hear that? Yeah. Yeah, that's essentially stash space in Diablo, right? You leave the main town to go out to dungeons. Eventually you fill up on stash space and have to return to town. Segment map is not available for use. The map displayed on the handheld comm device is a useful tool with lots of info about Mira. Give it a look if you're unsure where you are or what to do. So you guys can't see this because I don't have a $300 Wii U gamepad capture device. Maybe we'll make that a long-term, bunch of buttons I can press. There's a little hex map I can look at. So I can learn about individual areas. Maybe we'll make that a donation goal at some point. Pick up one of those. Hasn't been really necessary so far, though. Well, that's cool. I can see different maps. I can switch between screen. Oh, I guess I can show it to you. Uh-oh. Hold on. I want to try to get it back on the screen, though. 1 sec. Do you know the button that I pressed to get out of the screen? Here we go. I had moved the gameplay down to the gamepad, and I wanted to make sure you guys could still see. Yeah, I was talking more about Diablo, which is closer to a roguelike. They just want you to have to come back to town eventually, so you're not just like delving into the dungeons forever. Well, now I'm a blade, so now I can go to that mission panel. If I can find it real quick.
Well.
Is that it over here? I gotta find it again. Alright, there's the commercial district, but we want the mission panel. Let me pick up some of these side quests. We're gonna go outside. Know if this game has any kind of fast travel.
Hey.
No, I still am unable to confirm Blade idea. Well, we'll go ahead and do this quest then. Push as your navigation target, yes. Okay, to it. Yeah, makes sense, Manak. Oh, so I can just jump straight down there. If I can see it, I can jump to it. That's pretty cool. Alright. Can I take the map and port somewhere, I wonder? Do I have to do that on the bottom screen? Administrative district. I think I have to like survey different areas before I can teleport to them, before I can fast travel. We'll unlock it eventually. Gotcha. So maybe don't jump off the ledge next time. Yeah, right? Yeah, swimming's a lot faster. You can help a bit by pushing in the left stick the sprint button. That's certainly helpful. Okay, we're happy with that. We can do it, guys. I don't know if that's a door that's gonna let us go in or not. Don't think there's one of them. Yeah, that's okay. We'll find a way back up. Whee! I also just wanted to confirm if there were any invisible walls. I really like that about Xenoblade Chronicles, that if you saw it, you could go there. We didn't really block you at all. Go. Don't go too far. Damn it, Bobby. You saw stairs in the distance. Okay. I think I see what might be like an elevator kind of thing here. Hold on. Definitely see like a platform off there as well. This looks like it might go up eventually. It's like pipe system. Never get locked out. That's good. Yeah, looks like I see a way to climb up over on the far side out there. Platform there too. Oh, I can run in first-person view. That's cool. If you want to see something pretty, you can. Go. This might get me back up. I think this is what's gonna make it. Okay. Pretty forgiving little pipe system there. All right. So we want to follow the map, right? Yeah, I could see that. I could see a noob jumping off the ledge there and then getting really frustrated because they can't get back up. Fast travel is probably a pretty important thing to turn on early, I would agree. That's true, because we're more experienced gamers. I guess you're probably not going to get a lot of like complete casual gamers playing a game like Xenoblade Chronicles X, but still to that end, I could see someone like my sister, who's a gamer but not a very hardcore gamer, falling in the water and then just getting frustrated, not being able to find the pipe, and giving up. Elevator's ready for use. Perfect. Let's take it. Yeah, I just think that's a reason why you would want to like limit exploration then. You would want to use invisible walls or give them fast travel. It isn't a deal breaker. I don't think it's bad for the game. But I just think from talking about what is good game design, keeping a player from getting horribly lost this early or giving them a way out of it is certainly helpful. Oh, this game is probably a testing nightmare. I'm sure that it's pretty well tested and there's not really any places to get stuck, but we did get stuck a couple times in the original Xenoblade Chronicles and had to be able to teleport out. Having fast travel is a nice way to keep a soft lock from happening. It's okay. I mean, it's a really cool game. This game is easily like a depending on how it evolves from here, it's shaping up to be like a 9.9 out of 10 kind of title. Doesn't mean they did everything right. Okay, let's go all the way northeast. We're not going to fight these guys. We might get into another fight. Wait, can we fight these guys? Not level 7. That's too high. Do like level 4, maybe. Yeah, we can do 6. Let's try it. What's up? Topple, set it on fire. Now we've got another party member. I think that at least the VGAs took They gave Game of the Year to The Witcher 3, but maybe next year. We'll see what else it goes up against. Yeah, the music in this game is really cool, Chaos, I agree. Right, exactly, Spiky.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Pretty cool. Music is cool so far. The universe is really pretty. Like, look at the map. This is a gorgeous game. That's all I wanted. Whoa, what are these big monsters? Yeah, we don't need to belabor it. It's just I would have unlocked it sooner. I would have like made it available after the first cutscene.
What the hell happened here?
Oh man, big Adamantoise monster.
You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these Simius?
Unless...
Names are a little bit easier for me to remember. I had this problem with the quest tracking in Xenoblade Chronicles where everything had like a Boogaloo name, and it was like, go kill 20 Boogaliboos and 20 Antimolopes. Like, I don't know what the hell those are. What's a tyrant? Is it like a notorious monster?
Looks just like any other Sinicula.
It's a boss monster?
Think about it. Your typical Simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one Simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned.
Tables have turned.
And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area.
Learning about
There's
boss
only one
monsters.
explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep, and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
I'm just sitting here talking about it.
Why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
What's a tyrant?
Designation is given to creatures that pose a special threat in the area. That doesn't always mean raw strength. Some tyrants will actually register as low rank when we find them out in the field and engage them in combat.
But don't let that fool you. If a creature shows up as a tyrant, you can be sure it's got at least one nasty trait or ability to speak of. The system can't account for everything, though, so don't let your guard down, no matter what rank it assigns. Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all.
I bet we can handle it. Impossible to gauge.
Alright. I'm game if you are.
It used to be what they called notorious monsters in Final Fantasy XI back in the day.
Here on this planet,
For their version of unique monsters.
We can't just keep running forever, you know? Besides, I'd never forgive
I like that her
myself if
little,
someone
like,
else ended up
hairband looks like the Monado.
Alright.
Hair clip.
Let's do it. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory.
Moral victory.
As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on.
Interesting.
Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
Yeah, I like that way of doing it. That's more like, you know, Final Fantasy, where Final Fantasy VI will have little references to earlier titles. Final Fantasy VII have little references to Final Fantasy VI, and so on. Arts are readied and leveled up. Check gear, level up arts. Let's figure out what level this tyrant is first. Oh, I think it's gonna get me close enough. Well, hopefully we're okay. I didn't level up my arts, but we'll see how we do. use a Slit Edge. Use a damage boost here. Yeah. I don't think this guy is getting toppled. Yeah, I didn't think so. Now, do we determine what this little green circle means? I can get away without using my glasses here. Looks like the longer I don't use a skill, a little green circle starts to build around it. And then maybe that gives it like a boost if I choose not to use it for a while. I don't think I meant to do that. Hopefully it doesn't kill me here. I really didn't mean to taunt it. Stay far away from it for a bit. Get out of the way! Get out of the way! If they kill me, I guess they can always pick me up. Yes. Elma's a much higher level character than I am. Like, she has a maxed out... Ooh, she was able to topple it. That's cool. I can use the Slit Edge buff at least. Let's see if they come and resurrect me or not. I don't know if they need to spend a resource to res me or not. Come on, guys, you got me. Good night, Washu. Ooh, the thing dies, I get up immediately. That's cool. That's a Guild Wars 2 thing.
Nice work, Lynn. You fought
You
well.
like get down, if the enemy dies, you pop back up.
Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up.
Yeah, there must be a meter somewhere that governs it, Chaos, or
This beam of light
Minok.
indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn.
So don't taunt them next time. I might take
The
that
top
bird
half
off
of
my
the
bar
cylinder
until I'm
contains the
strong enough
probe
to
itself.
take a couple hits.
The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever
Yeah.
you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
Comm device is my Wii U gamepad. Well, it can be my Wii U gamepad. It stands in for her actual, like, little cell phone. Like a little beacon.
Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now
Cool.
online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See, at the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep.
Right,
Planting
Spiky.
probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
Kind of like claiming land in Dragon
That'll
Age
do it for your
Inquisition.
training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Okay, but I'm gonna hang outside for a minute.
True on any planet.
Ooh, I see different colored names of items. Do we have like a randomized loot systems? Allow Pathfinder. I'm gonna approach a vacant Frontier Nav probe site. Press the A button. It's required mechanical field skill to be up to snuff. Keep leveling up your field skill. I think that's for like finding things out in the field. Giant beasts like that is usually best engaged with a Skell. Neutralizing a foe like that on foot, especially a Tyrant, is pretty risky, so be careful about those things in the future, okay? Wondering how they're going to handle that. We saw some really big monsters earlier. Big Brachiosaurus thing. Let's see if we can equip some of the stuff we've got. I think we want to do Party to equip. That just shows us, like, detail. We have ground gear. strongest. I don't really follow what they mean by this action can't be reversed. I love that they give you the option of the fashion gear. I don't have to wear a booby costume. Look at that. There was some really good, like, stats-wise gear in Xenoblade Chronicles, but it looks so stupid. Just gave them all booby gear for no reason. I don't think she really had any changes there. Let's see if we can level up at least some of the main characters' arts. We want to do topple for sure. Oh, is it like the X button? There we go. Expend 4 BP to... Okay, see battle points is at the top of the screen, sure. Just level all of them for now. Or take her out of a swimsuit. That was the problem I had. I didn't like that at all in Xenoblade Chronicles, that a lot of the really good stats armor had everybody in a swimsuit. So, like, have people look like they're actually battle ready and not, like, going to the beach. We're gonna run around the world a little bit because it's really awesome. We'll do it for maybe 5 more minutes or so, and then we'll wrap up for the evening. I said if you just joined us for Xenoblade Chronicles X, it will return. I don't have a specific schedule for you since the game just came out, but I'm going to try to find a way to fit this into the normal schedule. Tomorrow, or I guess later today now that it's after midnight, at 2 p.m. Pacific, Friday, we're playing Zelda Phantom Hourglass. We're probably going to beat it and then switch to Zelda Spirit Tracks. If I can find some extra time, I might be able to fit in some room for some more of this game, because I really like it. I want to see more of it. I think we want to topple before we Flame Grenade, future reference. Got a Shulk beach outfit. Shulk ended up having a really stupid helmet for most of the game. I'm glad they added the headgear option. It's become pretty standard in games like this, so that you hide your headgear. There's people who complain about that, like they'll watch Game of Thrones and be like, why isn't Stannis wearing a helmet when he goes into this battle? It's like, dude, he is wearing a helmet. Just like, use your imagination. The actor, we can't see him emote with his face if he's got a big metal helmet in front of him. Just pretend like he's got hide headgear checked. You know? We just came from... I think red eye means that it aggroes on sight, would be my guess. You know my MMO symbols? Oh, look at that big Simius. Like level 80? Good god. Cool. Love the appearance of the planet's moon as well. The further we get away from the town, the higher level it is. And they really let you explore early on. I mean, obviously you're gonna get your ass kicked if you go too far, but I'm impressed at how much they do let you move. Look at that rad, like, dinosaur. I want to go ride that dinosaur. Jump. This song is really cool too. The draw distance is really impressive too. I mean, they must handle the really big monsters on a different draw distance. You see, like, these guys popped in, obviously. Probably has to do with how many models are currently being rendered as well. Jump? Yeah, I love the jump. That's great. No, I see this dinosaur. I want to go ride it. Let me save my game. What's stopping me dying? Yeah, there's some tricks you can do to simulate a bigger draw distance than you actually have. Yeah, the big ramp is like Pride Rock from Lion King. Pretty sure that was an intentional comparison because they did the whole cutscene with the animals running on the plains when they showed it to us. don't think it's a... Yeah, I didn't think I was actually going to collide with the tail and like run up its back. But it's still really cool to look at. Level 92. I'm going to kill you later. Sorry, Grundy. I'm going to have to kill you later for some other reason. Sometimes you can like paint part of the background that's not in draw distance range, like as a skybox, and then you slowly like phase in the actual model of the environment as you get closer to it. All kinds of cool tricks you can do to make it seem like your draw distance is way further than it actually is. In this one, it seems pretty seamless. Look at that gnarly thing. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, right? Absolutely, Manok. Probably an achievement for doing it. So like I feel like I need to make a save in this game that's out here in the field. So like if someone says, hey, can you show me why I should buy Xenoblade Chronicles X, I can show them like 2 minutes of this. Because you just like you just do this, you jump, you see all the enemies around you, you get into like one battle, and someone's like, okay, I want to play that, right? If they're unfortunate enough to tune in the walking around town scene, they're like, oh, okay, I don't really care. Oh yeah, I know, Spiky. Probably not gonna happen. We'll get to like the level 80 dudes, though. I'm sure there's a level 80 Brachiosaur monster. I don't know what the level of the final battle is in this game. Yeah, this game seems to have simplified the topple system, which is probably a good thing. I really like the system. It's a cool concept. It was a little hard to track with so much going on in battle, and having a fourth party member is probably correct. When they get to this point, it's like they should just make this into an MMO. Just make the next Xenoblade game into a full-on MMO. Basically have that right now. This would be a cool setting for it too. I like the idea of you're on this alien planet, everybody's in this like new Los Angeles kind of hub town where you hang out with people and you go out and do missions in the open world. Topple's just a generic debuff rather than a really important like stacking mechanic. Yeah, probably the way to do it. I don't know if large enemies, just as a rule... Oh, they have different weakness points, it looks like. That's interesting. Yeah. But you still have moves that, like, do extra... Like this Inferno Grenade that I have does extra damage when I have something toppled. Recuperates. TP. Boosts evasion, continually restores HP. So where is my... Oh, I see it on my screen here. TP below my health. Oh, I think I know where you can resurrect, this is the digital copy era. I think resurrection is, I'll get into the battles so I can show it off. It's kind of hard to see, since it's such a, like, tight UI. You see the thing that says morale level in the bottom middle? It's like right above this ability here. I think that when those little bars fill up, that's your ability to resurrect your party members. It's kind of like the party meter in Xenoblade Chronicles. Green circle is the appendage gauge. What does that represent? Or is that incorrect? Air didn't get deleted for me. Weird. We're able to revive people even with a full gauge. Man, I don't know then. That's strange. Oh, that's cool. So, like, you would, like, knock it over because it's missing a leg now? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know, Chaos. Hey, you've actually tuned in. I'm just about to wrap up here. Let me save my game. Do a quick sign off. I am very much enjoying this game though, and would like to find some time in the schedule to play it. We'll see if we can make it work. I think I really like it. I just know that it's probably going to be like a 100+ hour game, and we've already got so many in the voting spreadsheet. I want to be careful spending too much time on them. You just joined us. Hey, I'm Marcid. I'm trying to beat every awesome game ever made live on Twitch. We've been working through Final Fantasy, Zelda, Metroid. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to be playing Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. If you're just here for Xenoblade Chronicles X, it will return. Just check your following list to pop up when I'm playing it. I'll try to update the schedule below the stream next time it's up. We'll also see some more Zelda next week Monday, probably some either Earthbound Beginnings, or we might do a day of Xenoblade Chronicles X on Tuesday. We're kind of getting back in the regular swing of things on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow for some Zelda. Hope you sleep well. Let me see if somebody else, I can find somebody else who's streaming this, so we can give a little bit of a boost, huh? Give me 1 sec to see who's online. There's tons of people playing this, so I'm sure we can keep the hype train running here. Have fun, Manok. Get someone who's kind of roughly in our range, yeah? This looks like ends. Twitch.tv/ends.